was like he walked into the shot, you know?
Damn.
And Chewbacca's wearing a Gorira.
Welcome to Shadowcast Uncut, and joining us this evening, the man who runs the interwebs, Greg for Mercy.
It's only a masterpiece if it says Takara on the box.
Toy reviewer and all-round rap god, Bobby Skullface.
Fans Toys apologist.
The genius reviewer behind $69.99 toys, Justin T2RX6.
I break my toys on purpose just so this guy will speak to me.
Meme master of wieners and farts, Robert D.
Man, what'd you break this time, Robert?
Sponsored by Bob's Bait and Tackle Shop, Matthew Deluxe Baldwin. And we won't be doing Hasbro news because I'm your third-party elitist host at Zefticon.
If it wasn't for Hasbro, you wouldn't have third party anyway, Lenny.
So put on your big boy pants and send all of the special snowflakes out of the room because it's time for your favorite podcast. Shadowcast Uncut.
What's up, everybody? It's your grandpa's favorite podcast. Not the weird grandpa with the train set, more like your cool grandpa that had your mom a little too young. Nobody really talks about it. This is Shadowcast Uncut, episode 174. And I'll be your host for this evening, Mr. Bobby Skullface. And I was not present last week, so I've really missed Shadowcast. I really wish I was a part of that show last week. I wanted to talk about a lot of those things, but I'm sure I'll have the opportunity as time moves forward when we see more.
No.
And all that kind of, or maybe not. Maybe
Door is closed on all past discussion.
Yeah.
Well, no, there's a highly intellectual question that you need to address that's been posed to the entire cool table.
Yes, the blind collector bit.
Jisk hasn't talked to me since I answered it. I'm thinking I might have offended him.
Yeah, I want to talk about that too because I like that question.
I did too.
I think I liked it more than you guys did.
I did
No,
not.
I liked it.
But at any rate, we still have a few pieces of merchandise available if you'd like to support the show in any kind of way and get yourself a cool little piece of swag to go with it. That is available. So let's find out what everybody got. Greg, for mercy, you were absent with me last week. Not together, but in some ways together. What did you do?
Oh, Guardians.
Had your mom a little young, and no one really talks about it, so to speak. What did I get last week? I got Fei Long by Fans Hobby. My Fans Hobby. I got the SH Figure Arts Chewbacca. I got an extra KFC random Junkion for bike mode, and I kind of regret it. It probably kind of eats up some space. And I got X-Transbots Payin, their hoist.
Yay. Nice. How do you like him?
He's definitely no fucking Blitzwing. No, I mean he's. I just got him. Like I just messed with him when I got home, but I mean he's painted. He's painted well, except for that stripe on the side, which could have used another coat and could have used like a steady hand. Steadier hand.
The kid was getting tired, man. He had to go to bedtime probably.
Like Michael J. Fox.
I don't think do a side, take a drink was the right approach for painting the stripes. But it doesn't show in robot mode really, like none of the imperfections. There's some sculpted detail like the 4-wheel drive and shit like that, which will show up on Trailbreaker, but they just painted the stripe right over it, so it looks a little silly. But like the silver paint on the legs is really smooth, the feet really smooth, the arms are really smooth, the joints are really good. The lower body transformation, the way they did the legs is really neat. Like it's a lot different than the other two that I've seen. There's a smart way of doing it. Yeah, all the joints are tight. The only ratchets are in the knees. There's like kind of a soft, there's like a quiet chunky ratchet, if you know what I mean. Like it doesn't make a lot of noise, but it's like chunky, like it's in there, in the knees. And then the shoulders have an outward, And do they have a forward ratchet? They do not. And then they have a weird, like, inside the chest ratchet, which is the strongest ratchet of all. So they kind of work around the weird shoulders to give you posability. It's still a little wonky, but he does what Hoist is wont to do. Backpack clips on really well. He's got a decent heft to him. He balances well. They fixed the color of the head. So the head is the right color. The arms are still silver instead of white, but the head's actually the proper tune color. All in all, I mean, it's definitely an improvement. I don't know if it's definitely better than that Bad Cube one for sure. And I didn't handle the MMC, but I did not care for the MMC Trailbreaker, so I can only imagine this one's better. This is better than the MMC Trailbreaker. So, I mean, I'm sure somebody will get it and be like, "You fucking dumbass, this sucks." But
you feel that way. That's what you're saying. So, you know what I mean? That's how I feel about this shit. Like, yeah, I'm sorry you don't feel that way. Like, that's how I feel about the shit.
The plastic on the knees and the hip skirt is kind of weird. It's unpainted and it's this orange color that makes it look kind of cheap. But it doesn't feel horrible. Like there's paint accents all over the back piece. It's just the same plastic, so you don't really notice the color. And it's like thinner, but this is like big chunks of it, like big smooth chunks. But it's not terrible. I think it works. They inverted the diaper because in the tune, his crotch shot out like a foot. And then his little hip skirts are like kind of recessed, and it's opposite. Like the side skirts shoot out a little bit more than the crotch piece. But I mean, all in all, I think it's pretty decent. I think it's definitely the best hoist, which is weird to say from Max Transbots. But
Nice.
yeah, I mean, don't take my word because you know how I am. Like I get a good one, and somebody else will get a shitty one.
Yeah.
But I mean, I definitely think it's an effort. It's more of a Junkion than a Blitzwing, for sure.
Nice.
So Keith can do a good job if he wants to.
I know he can.
Got faith in you, Keith.
So are you looking at this?
He only does it when he has a lot of competition, though.
Am I looking at that? I don't know. I haven't heard from anybody. Haven't been reached out.
Well, you're not breaking mine, but
I hear you.
somebody-
I hear you. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. But I'm hoping that it'll cross my path. at some point.
one thing I will say is the fingers. Whatever little Chinese kid folded the hand up to transform it and put it in the box, knocked all the fingers off. So when I opened it, they went flying everywhere in my office. And my
Maybe
carpet is like gray with like little flecks of green.
They need to make KFC upgrade hands for their KFC upgrade hands.
I asked Kid, I was like, "Do you think you can 3D design?" And she said no, and I told her because she had to help me look for the finger for like 10 minutes. It was the fingertip.
I want them to
Oh,
have
yeah.
KFC downgrades. That's what I want. Hire these fully articulated figures.
Well, I threw some polish on the hand. Like I just stretched the hands out like flat, open palm, and just took a Q-tip with polish, and I just went boop, like just swapped it on there like I was mopping the floor on the front, and then I would bend the fingers over so the knuckles are exposed, and I would just go down the knuckles, and I let it dry for a little bit. Now they're fine. They don't want to pop off. They're stiff. They actually work well. They're not floppy. So that's the only thing I really don't like about this guy are the hands, because I don't like those hands. I just don't. So, and that's it. I think that's all I got. I don't think I got anything else. I had to take it kind of easy this week.
Nice. Justin, you get anything? You had a pretty big haul last week, didn't you?
Yeah.
Damn
I
right.
did have a fairly large haul last week. This week I didn't get anything. So.
Okay. All right. Matthew D. Lux Baldwin, did you get anything this week?
Yeah, on the way back from my wonderful cruise, I got
Diarrhea Fest.
Yeah, I was trying to, I'll be honest with you, Matt, I had a hard time understanding exactly what was so terrible about it from listening to last week's show. Like, there was nothing that you really seen that made it seem like it'd be so terrible. Like, you're like, it's old, which was funny.
Well, it was old. It's the one that is the one that broke down in the middle of the Gulf. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff. I just the cruise wasn't everything we expected. So probably won't be cruisers.
This is the same answer you gave last week. Like, what did you expect that was that was a failure?
A red carpet.
You wanted a red carpet?
Yeah.
They were going to hang off the side of the boat and just eat shrimp straight out of the water.
What color was the carpet?
This carpet's blue.
It was pink, I think.
Pink.
I don't know. It was all right. It just wasn't everything we wanted.
The moment you saw the pink
pool,
carpet, did you know it was going to be a failure? Like, you're like, All
Pretty
red.
much, yeah. When I go into a hotel room or somebody else's house and I see pink carpet, it's done deal, man. I'm done. I don't know. Now I got sick, and that was my fault. The food was good, but the pool was a disappointment. They had like 3 small pools, like really, really small, and there were a bunch of kids in there. Piss fest, 2017, and
Were you getting like itchy when you're in the
no,
water?
I didn't go in the water. I didn't go in the pools. No.
You didn't go in there and gargle it and shit? No?
No, why would I do
He
that?
didn't go to do the Great Wolf Lodge experience, Robert. I'm sorry.
But Mexico was pretty cool. We went off on both of them, and it was cool. I mean, I guess we would do another one. We wish we was on a better boat. Just that's it. Anyways, on the way back, I picked up RID Soundwave and Blur. I also picked up the Last Night Bumblebee and Berserker, which I'm doing the review right now. It's rendering. And I got the Legends Brawn and the red, is it Chase? One of the throttle bots? I think it's Chase, it was. And the last but not least, I picked up Fanshobby Repugnus, whatever his name is, Master Maid, whatever, I don't know. And I love him.
I got a Hasbro question for you, Matt.
Yes, sir.
Is Berserker a remold or a new mold, or is he the old mold again?
Nope, he is a totally new mold. He may have a little something, but I do a comparison of each other, and I think he's a completely new mold.
Okay.
So
couldn't really tell looking at it. I saw it at the store, and I wasn't really sure.
I give it a 6. I gave it a 6L Hasbro. There's some issues with it, but oh well. Anyways,
Mind you, the crew's got a 5.
Berserker better than the cruise, It's $15. I didn't spend over $1,500 for the cruise. I meant for Berserker. I got Fanshobby Repugnus, and I fucking love it. That's a beefy fucking thing. I want to get Fei Long. I'll probably get him soon. But this and I watched Bobby's review, and he didn't look that great, but Repugnus I love. He's straight out of the box.
As good as Repugnus.
Oh, probably not. Yeah, probably not. Straight out of the box, Repugnus was just like a shout out to Dust. Straight out of the box, he was gorgeous, and I lifted him up. I was like, damn, he's got some weight to this thing. Well, he's so ugly, only your mom would like it. So,
What?
I love it.
You're really young, Mom.
Yeah.
Really.
And that's it.
Nobody talks about it. Robert D.
What did I get?
Syphilis.
Almost. What did I get? What is this called? I've got addicted to
Hepatitis.
Dragon Ball Z game on my phone, Dokkan Battle.
It's a good game.
Thanks a lot, Justin.
You're
Justin turned me on to it. I got into Dragon Ball Z Kai. I don't know. I love it. Anyway, it was really Bob. You never watched that show, did you?
No, I started watching the Dragon Ball Z series. A buddy of mine let me hold the entire DVD collection. And so I'm watching them. I watched disc 1, I watched disc 2, and then I go to look for disc 3, and it's missing. And
that sucks.
and I called him, and he was like, "Oh fuck, it's in my Blu-ray player downstairs. I'll get it and bring it to you." And he never came and bring it to me. So I still had the Dragon Ball Z movies, and I still have only seen the first 2 discs.
I love how I didn't expect it to be as brutal as it is. So that's why it shocked me.
You love that. You said the same thing about me when you started watching Iron Blooded Orphan. You're like, oh, they like tear each other's heads off and take their fucking brains out.
With no tentacle
right, man. Take it easy.
It was good. It was fun. Yeah, and what else? I got a sinus infection, and that's what my last week's cold has developed into. So now I'm on medication.
Herpes.
Yeah. Never share needles with Greg via mail. Nope.
And is that it?
Yeah, that's it. I got a lot of stuff coming. I ordered within the past 2 weeks, 3 weeks even, and it's just a slow crawl from every corner of the earth. From whatever person I bought it from place, every single one of them is just taking the fucking, I don't know what the fuck you call it. Just taking a long damn time.
Hey, Bobby, what'd you get?
Thanks for asking. I got the Star Wars Force Awakens Hot Toys Chewbacca and Han Solo. I got Star Wars Rogue One U-Wing. It was another one of those vehicles that was on sale for 50% off at Walmart. And I fucking love that thing. But that he was in for a while.
So were you saying that the 3 3/4 don't fit in those?
No, they do.
Oh, cool. That's cool. Weren't you mentioning that they don't anymore? I thought that
No,
wasn't you.
that's a different topic, and that's related to what's it called? The AT-AT that they put out.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, that's
that
kind of
one
lame,
doesn't fit in
huh?
there.
I mean, they're making vehicles, and some of them fit the characters.
What's the deal with that AT? Is that the AT-ACT?
I think so. Yeah, it's the one that has like the app support and all that stuff, and like it has like a little pod thing, but nobody
The
fits
orange
in the
thing,
pod.
yeah, that's the ACT. Yeah. What's the deal with that?
Did you watch that video I sent you?
I haven't yet. It's in my queue though.
So essentially, they made that thing. They charged, I forget, it's like $300 or $400 for it because they won't make like large scale things that fit the figures properly because they think nobody will pay like $200 for a toy, but they made an AT-AT that's, $300 or $400, and yeah, it can't fit the figures. Like it only fits like one driver and nobody else in it, and like yeah, it's like apparently an ongoing trend with the Hasbro stuff. It's pretty interesting. So that video has more than just that too, because they talk about like how the Star Wars or Hasbro has like really like rakes the Star Wars collector over the coals because like they'll be like, oh, you remember that one scene where Luke was in the X-wing outfit with no gloves? Well, here's the figure.
Yep, very true. Very true.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in my queue. It's actually like it's been hectic recently, but your Astro Train video I've been dying to fucking watch also, and I haven't had an opportunity to yet. I got the Mastermind Creations Dickamus, which is fine. I got SH Figuarts Ryu from Street Fighter and SH Figuarts Chun-Li from Street Fighter, which are awesome. By both, like I have them displayed right now, like both using their powers, and it's fucking perfection for me. It's funny because everybody's hit me up about this Storm Collectibles one, and I had the Mortal Kombat Storm Collectibles stuff pre-ordered. I'm gonna take a look at that, and I'm a sucker for Mortal Kombat, but Brave actually hit me up because he was like, he got the Figuarts one, and he was like, man, fuck this thing. I'm getting the Storm Collectibles one. Like, it's no contest. And then he got the Storm Collectibles one, and he wrote me privately, and he was like, the Figuarts one is better. So he just put up a review of the other one that I plan on watching also at some point when I get a moment. I had the opportunity to take a look at Fans Hobbies Fei Long, and I got SH Figuarts Chewbacca as well. And that was it for me for the past 2 weeks. Oh, I got a comic book. I got Saga Volume 2. And Lenny is not with us tonight, but he did send in a message for you guys to check out, and we're going to go ahead and play that now.
Hey cunts, it's your unfriendly neighborhood Decepticon here, and I'm just touching base with you all to let you know that with my current situation with work, I'm pretty much unable to record with the guys. I just want to let everybody know, and especially the guys from Shuttercast know, that I still have mad love for you all and all of the shards out there, and thank you for giving me the chance. And thanks to everybody that is supporting me with my photography. Hopefully I'll get back into it soon if I can make some time. I just want to say thank you. And to the guys at SCU, I hope you continue on to greatness, because what you guys are doing is pretty special for the community. So thanks to you guys. Catch you later, cunts.
So, Lenny has resigned from Shattercast. It wasn't an easy decision for him. He was reluctant to do so, but he's got scheduling conflicts and all sorts of things going on in his life right now that just don't make it conducive. And we'll miss him. We know that the listeners will miss him, and we will carry on as we always have. But it's a fucking bummer, and I'm very sad to see him go. That being said, we need to talk about the elephant in the room now, which is this massive fucking intro that we put together that was starring Lenny. So that's got to go, and we're going to replace it. Now, people were critical. People were critical of it when we put it up. People don't like change, and we get that. So this is what we're going to offer to you guys, and not offer, but ask. We're asking for help. If you could send in an audio clip to shattercastonline@gmail.com of something you love about Shattercast, or something that you look forward to about Fridays involving Shattercast, or whatever, just what makes Shattercast unique, anything positive, or maybe even a few negatives about Shattercast. If you send it to us, we're going to compile a new intro based on those things, but we're asking you to have that to us probably within a week, 2 weeks tops, so that we can start putting it together so that we can move on. And if we don't get enough submissions, then we'll have to do something else. But we're reaching out to you folks and asking for your participation, if you would be willing to do so. And yeah, I think that concludes fucking opening ceremonies for
Good
tonight.
night, folks.
So, Michael Bay got that Wednesday money. It's going to be brought. Let's see. Transformers Last Night, several entertainment websites, including Variety, has confirmed that the movie has been brought forward by 2 days. The new release date is stated as June 21st, 2017, instead of June 23rd. Paramount has moved the release of Transformers The Last Night forward by 2 days to June 21st, Wednesday. It remains the studio's top prospect for 2017. My question is, why?
They do it every year, though. I mean, they do it with every movie, though.
Move it forward to Wednesday?
Yeah, to beat out the Friday release movies.
They always do it with Transformers?
Well, they almost. I think they have the last couple. They've ended up doing it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, maybe not the first one, but they did it the second, third, and the fourth one.
I'm looking at the schedule of movies coming out in June, and let me just say, it looks like that release week, Transformers is going against nothing but titans of the industry, clearly, with movies like The Big Sick, Bad Batch, Beguiled.
I've heard some good things about Beguiled, though. Come on now.
Is that Street Fighter spinoff?
I think so.
I think that
well, they do it all the time. I didn't know they did it all the time.
Well, if you release on a Friday, right? Everyone's going to the beginning of it. Everyone's going. Lines are crazy, and then you have the whole weekend rush. So, I mean, not everybody's necessarily going to be going on Monday and Tuesday. They got work. They say, okay, I'll catch it next weekend. I think they're optimizing. They're getting more people in the door because Wednesday everyone's going to see it. But then there's going to be more seats available for everyone to go fucking see it on Friday night, Thursday night. I mean, it's just really expanding that opening box office. That might actually be staggered more. They're making more money this way, basically.
No, of course. I get that.
They also need to get it out as soon as possible because the following week we have Despicable Me 3, which will probably crush it. And the previous week, let's see, Cars 3. Yeah, this movie's fucked. So.
No, it's not. It's not fucked.
It is, Matt. It's got like a 4-day window. It's got a 4-day window where people will go see it. And then everybody's going to go see other things.
I love this. It has a dragon in it.
When does Spider-Man come out?
Next month. Or, yeah, May. What's up, May?
Spider-Man's in May, and then Wonder Woman's in June?
Yeah. Yeah, Spider-Man. Is Spider-Man this month? Yeah. I think Spider-Man's in this month. Yeah, Wonder Woman, and you got that Mummy.
There's like the Alien is somewhere in there, and
yeah, Aliens this month.
Aliens this month also.
Aliens is this week.
Next week or this weekend or next week. Yeah.
A lot of shit. Yeah, I feel like this is bullshit though. I feel like I feel like people should be able to cap this. Like, I don't think it's fair. You know, whether you got 24 hours more to rake in money, I feel like you should have to subtract 24 hours worth of sales to compete for weekend box office numbers. You know what I mean? Like, it seems.
Well, what do you mean? It's just available. It's more available.
It's their movie.
Why is it not fair?
Spider-Man does not come out.
Oh, sorry.
This month, by the way, it comes out on July 7th.
Okay.
July 5th in Finland.
So I guess what I'm saying, Robert, is that like, so it's opening weekend numbers, and the weekend is capsulated by Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
This is Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah.
Exactly. You know, like it's not a true weekend. It's not. It's like it's fake news.
I think one of them has the biggest opening on Wednesday. I think the second or third one or something has the biggest.
Yeah, because it's competing with 4 other movies that opened on Wednesday.
I don't see a problem with it.
I mean, it's just tipping the scales, man. Like that. It's just. You know,
it's designed just to make it look like it's doing better than it is.
Exactly.
Wow.
Oh, well, it's still gonna do good though. But whatever.
Well, you know.
I'm not saying it's gonna do poorly. Let me see what the. Let's take a look real quick because we always talk about their success.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take a look real quick at
Yeah. Eat your words.
No. I'm
Eat your words.
I'm willing to
bring a lunch.
Eggs on you, Bobby.
Let's see here. All time. That's what I want to see. Do we want to go domestic or worldwide? Domestic. I will do 1 through 25, or 1 through 20,
Go for
or 1 through 10.
Let's do 1 through 10.
1 through 10. Number 1, Star Wars: The Force Awakens. Number 2, Avatar. Number 3, Titanic. Number 4, Jurassic World. Number 5, Marvel: The Avengers. Number 6, The Dark Knight. Number 7, Rogue One: A Star Wars Story. Number 8, Beauty and the Beast. Number 9, Finding Dory. And number 10, Star Wars Episode 1: Phantom Menace. And actually, the next 10 as well. Number 11, the original Star Wars. 12, Age of Ultron. 13, Dark Knight Rises. 14, Shrek. 15, E.T. 16, Hunger Games. 17, Pirates of the Caribbean. 18, Lion King. 19, Toy Story. 20, Iron Man 3.
Top 1,000. Keep going.
Let's keep going until we find a Transformers one. 21, Captain America: Civil War. 22, The Hunger Games. 23, the original Spider-Man. 24, Jurassic Park. 25, Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen.
Well,
let's look at worldwide.
They still did good though.
Transformers does better worldwide. So worldwide, number 1 is Avatar. Number 2 is Titanic. Number 3 is The Force Awakens. 4 is Jurassic Park. 5 is The Avengers. 6 is Furious 7. 7 is Age of Ultron. 8 is Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. 9 is Frozen. 10 is Iron Man 3. 11, Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast is fucking slaying. 12, The Fate of the Furious.
It's a tale as old as time, Bobby.
That is a fact. 13, Minions. 14, Civil War, Captain America. And 15, Transformers: Dark of the Moon. 16, Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King. 17, Skyfall. 18, Transformers: Age of Extinction. 19, Dark Knight Rises. 20, Toy Story 3. 21, Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest. 22, Rogue One, Star Wars Story. 23, Pirates of the Caribbean, Stranger's Ties. 24, Jurassic Park. And 25, Finding Dory. That's the top 25. Now, I'm going to do one more thing before we move on. I'm just going to look at domestic top 20 films. Let's do top 25 and count how many fucking Disney movies there are. One is... No, that's Fox. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I feel like you should be going, after every number.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13... 13 out of the top 25 are Disney fucking movies. Like that's it's shit like that. I think that makes it, like, as a side note, I think that makes it difficult for Sony and fucking Fox to give up Spider-Man and X-Men and shit like that. All right, I'm sorry, we got sidetracked there. All right, so moving right along.
Hey, did you include pictures for every single one of those movies you talked about as we talked about them?
Do we need it?
Better.
I think we said this a number of times on the show.
Yes, let's put a disclaimer out here. Usually it's me that's editing this show. And there's links in the description. So if you want to follow along, click the link. If not, there's one picture so you know what we're talking about. Just brief overview. And while I'd love to go ahead and add all those things, like, it's just not going to happen. I'm sorry. And that's it.
Why not?
And sometimes Justin can't do the show because real life gets in the way. And this is a week where it's one of those times. So I'll be editing the show, and I'm not putting shit in there. So how meet me outside? How about
Just
that?
put pictures of like kittens and puppies.
I don't know how to do it. I don't have the time to fuck around with it. Like I got, you know, like I'm adding on to other shit I got to get done, so it's just not gonna happen.
There's a lot of stuff you don't have time for, Bobby.
Mr.
Yeah,
Big Piece
like your
Bobby.
bullshit, Robert, is one of them. I get
that was good.
I'll also throw in that the podcast is pretty much optimized for actually listening as a podcast versus a YouTube video. So, like the chapters and all that stuff that you don't see in YouTube, I'm pretty sure you don't see them at least. I mean, that takes extra time too that you don't see YouTube side.
Yeah, but I watch it on YouTube though, Justin.
I know, I understand that.
you know, I'll never. We have like a pretty significant like YouTube viewership, and I'm very appreciative of you guys for doing so.
Oh, absolutely.
It blows my mind. Like it blows my mind that so many people would watch a podcast on YouTube. Like that shit would fuck with my data plan.
But you know what? If you're on YouTube, it's even easier to go ahead and click the link.
Unless you're on your phone, in which case
true,
you gotta
that's true.
stop. Unless
You
paying
need
for
one of those
YouTube Red.
multitasking phones.
All right, Captain B and the Howling Commandos. So Bumblebee is showing off his new (parentheses old) look via a new poster for Transformers: The Last Night. In it, we see Bumblebee with a different bot mode standing in front of a castle adorned by Nazi symbols and in flames during World War II. He was briefly seen transforming in the scene during the latest Secret History TV spot, but this gives us a nice, clean look. Not sure that's the way I'd describe it, but anyway, check it out.
It's got no
I think it looks
wings.
clean. I think it looks clean.
It's got tire wings.
He's
I
gonna,
fly
he's
with
gonna
those.
end up being one of those like little Volkswagen Jeeps. No, he can't be because he's not a Nazi, so he wouldn't be a Volkswagen. That doesn't make sense.
Maybe he's a spy.
Maybe.
That's the whole. Yeah, look at that.
I just
Look at that!
I don't know.
I like the calves.
I like the fact that they forgot that they all came to Earth except for Bumblebee at the very beginning. Everybody's been here hiding secrets, and then they left only to come back. Please let Megatron have been here too, and everybody, yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Are you saying there's plot holes in these movies?
No. It's the most
Damn, I'm tired of you
well-crafted thing I've ever
trashing
seen.
this, man.
I'm sorry, Matt,
Every-
but it sucks.
It does not.
I'm sorry, Matt. It's
Fucking Oscar. It's Oscar. They should be winning Oscars, man.
It's winning Oscars for like best effects, though, right? Like, I mean,
No, I'm talking about screenplay.
They'll win an Oscar, not an Oscar, but they'll win an Oscar.
They'll win Oscar.
They'll win an Oscar. Someone delivers Oscar to them.
I'm like, what the fuck am I doing here?
Dude,
Why
I
does this guy
love-
keep talking in a bad Asian accent?
I wish that Oscar was in this movie. I would be much more excited to go see this movie if Oscar was in it.
I
If he
would
was
too.
playing one of the kids.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. All right, moving right.
If Oscar was the girl, I'm not afraid to fight
Yes.
like a girl.
Pigtails.
So this next one, I can only imagine. The note is titled Continuity. Yesterday's Transformers: The Last Night Secret History TV spot had a ton of Easter eggs in there, including artwork seen in several frames very quickly. The original Transformers Twitter page has shared out some of those eggs, which you can see after the break here as well. Included are shots of what looks to be Ironhide in World War I or II, Hound
With George Washington.
Hound with
Oh
George
my
Washington, and an unknown TF, possibly B, with World War I tanks. Megatron near an exploding volcano, and a painting of Cybertron knights in a battle, possibly mimicking the King Arthur scene from the movie, blah, blah, blah. So let's take a look at these pictures. Transformers History #1.
Who's that supposed to be?
Dude,
Looks like
it looks like a meme. You know what I mean? Like somebody would post, like where they would take, like it looks like something Robert would make.
No, that's too good for. That's too good for Robert.
Yeah.
I see. I don't feel like it's good. To me, it doesn't look like the robot is in the same world as these troops.
It looks like it's a cardboard cutout of like an Ironhide behind them because
Yeah.
there's just no depth to it.
Yeah, I think this Ironhide was cut out and put on. Look at the this was photoshopped in, like for this picture. Like look
Well,
at
he
this
wasn't
strap.
really there, but
Yeah,
He's got a reflection.
But I mean, it wasn't digitally painted in the cell, is what I'm saying. Like if you look at the strap that's on his left shoulder that goes down to the gun, there's a little piece that's not cut out on the bottom part towards his
He's
left
got a
shoulder.
reflection. He had to be there.
Negative. And if you look around the troops that are standing in front of him, it's all sketchy. Like this was literally something thrown together promotionally for this, which is fine.
You mean George? You mean Hound was not what George
Oh my
was?
God, he's a cape.
I'm gonna
He's a
print this
cloak.
shit out on a piece of really nice photo paper, and I'm gonna do it where it looks like a painting, and I'm gonna get like a really nice golden, like colored frame, and I'm gonna hang this shit like over my fireplace.
Why would he have?
my-
Like,
That's fucking awesome. I'll give you that. That's awesome.
isn't it kind of weird that the fucking, the Americans have fucking muskets and shit, and this dude's got like rounds, strapped all over him, and they never thought to maybe, hey, what are those things,
They're Cybertronian rounds. It's okay, Robert. I like to think that he's GTFO. You know what I'm saying? Like that pose, like. just look
Down
at
to
it.
fuck?
No, I said
Oh,
GTFO.
Wrong letters.
oh. That's a DTF, like a Jersey Shore, man. Jersey Shore. DTF. The situation.
DTFO. You want that?
Situation. All right. This like I think that Greg's idea is the best for this, but
I want this
I don't
on
know.
a T-shirt, and
I'll
I
be
just wanted to write history on the bottom.
I'll be interested to see how this shakes out because like it really doesn't. I mean, Adam made a good point about this where he was like, "They're sequels, but they're really just standalone movies. Like they don't really connect properly at all."
He don't connect properly.
And I'd have to agree with him. And this is one of those things.
I could print this shit on canvas.
Mm.
Yeah, you could.
I mean, like I have the ability to do it, like in house. Well, not in my house.
I think we should do it as a raffle for some kind of giveaway later on. Be awesome.
What's the third one?
The third
Is
one is
Bumblebee?
definitely pretty
Megatron?
sure those are German tanks, like some kind of like prototype tank. I'm pretty sure I've seen it before. I don't know what
They
they're
look
called.
like animators.
It's not G.I. Joe.
See, that looks like B's head, but in the other shot of B, he had fucking tires for wings.
Oh,
And here,
it's probably a hot rod then.
Yeah, could be Hot Rod.
should have been Tank Megatron. That
I-
would
Oh, it could be Retgar.
I do like the smoke coming out of the cannon on his arm. Like how you can tell, like he has recently transformed, and like the smoke came that way. I dig that.
you think those are his treads?
I
Those
don't
treads
know.
that look like they're in his feet.
Yeah.
Food. So is this
You know-
Warpath? Warpath.
Oh, that's coming out soon too. The apes.
What were you gonna say, Greg?
Oh, I was gonna say all these damn tanks in a single fucking warpath.
Yeah, that's true. Wham bam.
Wow. See, I
and
would
it-
be okay with that shit. That would be awesome if he's like, wham, bam, blowy.
I would love that. You're right.
Like, if it was like that tank in that stupid trailer where he transforms and he's all old, if he was like, wow, bam, bam, my
Yeah.
parts are falling off. You know what I mean? Like, they would do it.
Yeah.
But I'd be okay with that. I'd chuckle.
Jetfire 2.
This next one looks like what is Megatron and Pompeii or
Megatron.
something? What's going
It's
on?
Krakatoa.
Krakatoa.
And the earlier stage of the eruption, 18 May 1883, and Megatron's like, "Holy shit!" Like,
It's so hot, I gotta get to Antarctica and change my looks and fall through the ice.
It looks like he's doing a primal. Remember Primal Rage? It looks like he's doing a Primal Rage fatality.
It looks like he's trying to like jump up and touch the cloud, but like he can't quite reach it.
Like me jumping. Like, almost there. Almost.
Smiling to the camera. Hi.
Oh right.
No, I know what it is. He's Moses and he's splitting the river and he's like, come on over.
Come on over.
They should have done that like in an Egyptian pyramid of like fucking Bumblebee. Like, what do you call those? The hieroglyphs?
Hieroglyphics.
What do you call? Wow, my head's muddled.
Hieroglyphics.
The Delphonics.
Hieroglyphics.
Hey, I just want to mark this point in history where Matt properly told Robert the name of something.
We don't know if it was Matt was right. I don't know.
I feel like we kind of need to make some noise for that. Yeah. Okay. And then this next one is like an old Knights
Nothing drift. I think it's gonna be drift or something like that. Or not drift. Well, yeah, was it drift in the movie? Yeah.
Kind
Was
of
that
looks
like
like the
a Japan
Dinobots, like
thing?
all of them.
It's like feudal Japan or something.
Oh, yeah,
art?
that's
Oh, oh, it could be the
kinda
Dinobot.
Justin. Oh, because that's
No, that's-
definitely. I don't know.
And the one
see.
in red kind of looks like whatever that red one scoring a little bit.
Slag.
Scroach.
That makes sense.
Can't
That
wait.
they'd be the Dinobots. The
Killing
medieval
horses.
ones are the Dinobots. The whole ancient knights and blah 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 blah. But fucking, what happened? Like in this movie, you got Grimlock like chewing on cars and shit. Like,
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
just,
the Dinobots ran off into the forest in China and hung out there for a few fucking thousand years or whatever.
Yeah, but the Dinobots weren't here back then.
I
How
also
do
like
you
that there's a
compare?
dude riding the one spear. Like, if you look real carefully, it looks like the spear might be through
Yeah.
him, but he's actually just riding it, having a good time.
Yeah. He's like,
He's
whoa,
like-
whoa, whoa.
He's a target master. He's like one of those titans that turns, sit on it, you know.
Folds
Time
it in
to
half,
turn
like
for
this did
headmasters,
not
you
go.
jackass.
This did not go as we had planned.
I think he said a Target Master. I don't think he said Titan Master. I think he said Target Master.
I said target master.
They said Titan Returns also, but they're headmasters.
Not
Garbage.
Japan. Cups has got a Target Master too.
Thank you, Gregory. How
Shut
about that
up,
one?
Robert.
The one human.
Robert didn't know that shit. He did not know that shit.
Yes, I did.
Come on.
How about that one guy flipping around in the middle, just like giving a little action there in that picture, up in the air? He's like, wee.
That's what Wiki.
Probably.
Oh my god.
All right, so we have some convention news. Transformers Convention Fun returns to Wichita, Kansas. TFExpo have announced that they will be returning with their 2017 show, taking place at the Sedgwick County Extension and Education Center over the weekend of August 18th to the 20th in Wichita, Kansas. More details have yet to be revealed, so for now, follow TFExpo on Facebook so you can hear any updates as they happen. We actually had the organizer of this on Shattercast back in the day. Do you remember that, Greg?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Justin, Matt, you guys remember that? It was
Yeah, I was gonna
brief.
say thanks.
Yeah.
I've been on the show the whole time. Thanks, Bobby.
I'm sorry.
What's his name? What's his name?
Ooh.
What's his name?
Robert,
Say
I
his name.
fucking hate you.
Say his
dude.
name.
I
Say it
really,
slowly.
really fucking hate you.
Say it slowly though.
You don't give a fuck about what his name is. I'm not gonna tell you.
Okay, I just want to mention this. I kudos to this convention. Any convention which is hard to run, I give major props that this is still around, and I'm glad that Trench Convention's on. I was listening to another podcast, not gonna name any names, but they were dogging this convention out and blah blah this and everything. But I give you kudos, man. You've been around for a little while, I guess, and I give major props to if you still can if you can run just a Transformer convention by itself in the middle of fucking Kansas. Fucking props to you, man.
The amount of ambition and the amount of work that it takes to do this and pull it off successfully to a point where you're doing it multiple times in a row. Like, even if I think it's a piece of shit convention, I would still respect the fuck out of your work because it is a ton of work. I've never been to it. I'm not saying this is a piece of shit convention. I've never been to it. But I will say that to just shit on it, I don't know.
Yeah, it was kind of shitty. I was kind of upset about that. I'm like, dude, you try to do it.
And
See
I
how.
I don't know what show you're talking about, but
I don't. You don't. I'll tell you later. But it's just it kind of ruffled my feathers a little bit when they're dogging out a fucking convention that I don't know how long they've been around, but like I said, it's hard work. And you're in Kansas. This is not the mecca of fucking like New York or Chicago. You're in fucking Kansas.
Matt, why
I
don't you stop picking fights, Matt? Huh?
Oh, yeah, what do you have against Kansas?
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I have nothing against kids. It's like throwing one in like in Arkansas or something. There's not a lot of business.
How many fights you gonna pick this week, man?
I'm going on 2 right now, but I'm gonna work on 3 with you, Bobby.
Good. Yeah. Yeah.
And maybe
Attaboy.
if I bring big enough lunch, I can go with Robert too. So.
All right. Third party news.
Boo.
Back from the dead. New designs from iGear.
That was out of left field.
Just go
Yeah.
die again.
So let's go through. There's 3 designs here, and let's go through. I don't know what this Ironhide.
That's dynamic.
It's dynamic, this Ironhide?
The posing of it.
Oh,
It is.
yeah, no, okay.
It is.
I think the worst possible decision you could have made on this, if I'm going to be honest and criticize it here,
Truthful.
the fact that you made the belly part like fold down to make it smaller makes it end up looking worse.
Like that's what I was saying, Justin. Like it doesn't fix the problem; it just moves the problem around.
Mm-hmm.
Like
It looks like that GoBot car. You know, the futuristic red car that used to be a GoBot and it split down the middle. And like that, it kind of looks like that.
oh yeah.
Or Pac-Man.
It looks like a guy punched you punched his teeth
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
I don't know. This doesn't look good to me at all. I mean, I don't know. Didn't they make they made that hound that you obliterated, right? That was iGear.
No,
was
that
that-
was TFC.
Oh, that was
KFC.
TFC. I'm sorry, I'm forgetting them. iGear made the other set of whatchamacallit, so
Ironhide.
Petri
Iron
chips?
Hatchet. Yeah.
I know of another Ironhide being released that looks better than this.
Voodoo?
Not in the notes. It's not in the notes, but I get it. 'Cause it's not third-party news.
Matt, fucking Robert, some of that oversized.
Oh, I know it is. I know it is.
I mean,
But
this is
it
this-
should be like
this-
Voodoo
this
too.
is a
So.
KO. It looks like to me.
Yeah,
No,
it looks
no,
like
there are
it looks like
changes.
straight masterpiece.
No,
it's
they
not.
changed some stuff. They really did. If you
I
can
mean,
go
I know
piece
they
by
did.
piece.
I mean, it seems like a seeker situation where like they changed some stuff, but most of it is the same.
They didn't fix joints and stuff. The crotch piece is different. The legs are a different length. The chest is different. The transformation is a little different. It looks like they incorporated
Is it
maybe
really
I don't know,
though?
the way they get the hip skirts up. Like they changed a bunch of stuff, and they actually changed parts. Like if you look at the different parts, the crotch is different. It's a different size and proportion.
But like, would you say that the shoulders? Would you say
No,
that
they
they're
look the
the same?
They look the same.
Yeah,
They
the
look the same.
legs look the same to me.
They're longer. It looks like the legs are like the thighs are longer. Proportionate wise, I know it's oversized.
No,
But
it
it's the
doesn't.
same.
It
I'm
looks
not
the
talking about the
same.
oversized one. I'm talking about this one.
Oh, this one? We're talking about this one? Oh, I
Yeah.
was talking Wade Young. Sorry.
Oh,
Oh, my
you would
God.
knock off.
I'm more excited
Yeah,
about the
offer.
Wade Young than I am about this fucking thing.
It looked like it for this particular one. He also looks like he got hit in the head and it's squished down a little. It's like
But
really
this-
hard with a hammer.
Like everything that you were saying, Robert, it applies to this. Like this crotch looks different. Like the chest and like the hip skirts and all that. That's different. But the arms looks the same, and
The legs look the same.
the legs look the same to me.
Different doesn't necessarily mean good.
No, and especially it doesn't necessarily mean better.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that their priority here was to fix those hip skirts. But that's not my issue.
I feel
So
like you
what-
got the hip skirts and the shoulders. That's like their two, like that. Not the shoulders, but like the the collarbone type area. I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Just to be clear, too, just before we get too far, I don't think there's any like definitive word on what these exactly are. They were on the iGear's guys page, or the iGear page or something, but they could be old designs that they posted that they never made. They could be Toy World. They could be anything.
That's true.
So
I would say that this would have to be after the MP Ironhide came out, because I mean it looks like it's all taken from that.
Could it be before and after though?
Could it be X2 Toys as well?
Now is iGear? I'm asking seriously. Is iGear? Did they completely go out of business, or are they still floating around?
I don't think they went out of business at all. They just like stopped.
They like went underground.
Okay.
I think didn't they get pressure from Hasbro?
I think they did. I think iGear is one of those companies that like I feel like is one of the most interesting in terms of their history, because like I feel like any time that anybody doesn't quite know what's going on with something, like all fingers get pointed to iGear for some reason.
Damn.
Like like those Seekers that came out and they were like, well, maybe it's iGear, and and then like the supposed iGear links to Toy World and all that kind of stuff. Like, I just feel like it's an interesting. I would like to know what happened behind the scenes there.
Hacking the election.
Yeah.
So Impossible Toys is out of business, though. They are out of business, right? Okay.
Not in Bobby's basement.
That's not true. Hey, keeping them alive.
There's
Keeping
like
them alive.
7-Eleven in my basement.
Hell yeah.
So who's in on
Bobby
this?
takes his Tetra Jets apart and reassembles them every Saturday just to pretend like production is still up and running.
He gets the kids down like, come on, kids, let's go. You know what day it is. Let's go.
Gives the little one a paintbrush and just has her paint over the stripes. It's like, Daddy, there's no paint on my brush. Like, it's fine. Just
Hey,
pretend.
she probably did your hoist, too.
So let's move on to Runabout and Run Amok.
No offense to the Omnigonics guy, but it looks
What
kind
do you
of
think
like
of the van mode?
Omnigonics.
It does,
What about-
but it looks like appropriate, right?
I wouldn't say appropriate.
I gotta look at what they. I think the arms and the legs look great. Let's see.
I don't think that the head part of or the hood part comes up enough. It's not really what the character looks like. To me.
Oh, that's true. They had that shit behind their head.
Did y'all don't like the van mode for Ironhide? Did y'all think anything about that? Sorry.
It's fine. It's no better than the Masterpiece one in my opinion. So.
Is there anyone else this could be but Runabout and Runamuck? Or I mean, are we sure? I mean, because it's a black and white car, but like there's just things that are
I think
off.
the faceplate. Well, the faceplate looks exactly like. I think their head is what Runabout and Runabout look like.
Yeah.
The thing I like about these is that they're at least the right alt modes. You know, like that makes me happy.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I'm in on these. If this is a real thing, I'm in on these.
I'd consider it, but the robot. I mean, and we could be just looking at like really crude renders at this point, so like it could always all improve, but it needs to improve before I'm going to consider it. That's for sure.
And they could have a thing where like part of that back piece comes up and over, where you could do it either way, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Like they do for Jazz with the doors. You can have it up or down. That'd be pretty cool.
I'm gonna wait and see what Omnigonics has coming out first, but
I have it on good authority.
Robert's gonna wait
nothing.
for Wayne Chain.
I was actually talking to the Omnigonics guy a tiny bit, so you know.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you say Wang Bang? Thank you, man.
I did. That was the first thing I said.
How did that go? Is there anything you can talk about with it?
I mean, it didn't really say much. He just said that he's moved on to other projects. Obviously, not Omnigonics, because like that name is pretty dead.
Well, good on him, man.
I don't know if he's working with any other company or anything like that, but yeah, he basically said Omnigonics was a flop and he's not going to do that again.
No.
So.
It's like, Mr. Justin, please stop camping outside of my house.
I actually was talking to him on Shapeways because he actually put up some like fixed parts for his stuff on there. So
you should ask him if he listens to Sharecast.
It ultimately doesn't really fix anything, but that's neither here nor there. So.
Speaking of Shapeways, I'm thinking about going in on that whirl kit. I'm thinking about giving it a whirl.
I'm not sure if I'm familiar with that kit.
It's like if you Google Shapeways IDW whirl kit, you have to buy like some fucking Transformers figure, and then you buy this kit, and then you make a whirl that looks pretty fucking spot on.
Oh, what? It's the what's that mold? It's
shit.
It was in Reveal the Shield.
Yeah.
And it was in a movie line too. He had like guns for hands, I think.
I can't remember.
Yeah, I had a couple of them. People were making like drones out of them.
The Tomahawk mold.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I got that one. Yeah, okay.
But that robot shit, I mean, it looks like a dead ringer. Like at least in comparison to the MMC option.
Have you? Well, that's gonna be really small though. That's a deluxe.
Yeah, but fuck it, man. Like.
Well, then you should go with the. I believe it was Head Robots did a whole kit for it, which is already colored. All you need is the proper colored version.
Did a kit for what?
That Tomahawk mold to turn it into a whirl.
Oh, maybe that's what I was looking at.
Did you say Shapeways?
I did say Shapeways, but maybe it's the same kit.
I have no clue. I don't feel like a third-party company would put out a Shapeways release, but you know, maybe.
I'll have to take a look at it.
I do like the card modes though.
have to further my investigation. Yeah, but Runabout and Run Amok. I think the car modes look great. I love the red tint on the glass and the black tint on the glass. Or translucent plastic. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not mad at this.
That could be Knot also. Or Kit. Not Kit.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, if they go through with these, I'd probably be in on these. We haven't had a good MT size Runabout or Run Amok, so.
Right. All right, let's move on. Let's see here. Fanshobby Transmetal Megatron repaint something or other. Let's have.
I could hear all the BotCon fans just crying. Oh, my BotCon Megatron's not going to be worth $600 now.
Yeah, this is. Oh, okay. All right, I get it. Smart.
What's it, Fanshobby? Oh man, fuck yeah.
Smart.
I don't really care about this at all.
No, me neither.
I understand why they're making it and stuff, and that's fine, but it doesn't interest me.
I may not drop the prices for the BotCon one, but still, I like the Fanshobby. So,
Are you not even a little interested, Justin?
Not even slightly.
How about this much? Can you see my fingers?
Robert D, are you gonna get this as Beast Wars?
He said he
He's
has to step
gone.
away.
Oh.
He has the poops. He has the shits.
All right. Third party Onslaught. Let's talk about this.
No more Dragon Talk? Okay.
And this is the one that we're thinking is unique toys.
No, Impossible Toys.
Yeah, I get it. Or what? Is that what we
Yeah,
think
it's
this
unique.
is?
Yeah, Unique Toys, yeah.
Yeah, because it doesn't look like a fucking school bus, so it's probably not Toy World.
Right. The yeah, I mean, I need more information about this set. Like, I need to know what the scale is. I need to know what it's like combined, and I need to know if how it combines is used by parts forming.
Greg knows the scale. Don't you?
I saw that they said it was going to be between 17 and 18 inches. So that's that oversized Warbatron. So it's not quite
as big as Debbie.
Yeah.
As constructor.
In fact, isn't it like around the Combiner Wars Debbie size?
Maybe.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. Let's see. How big is he towards Warbatron? Yeah. He's fuck.
I think constructor's like 21 or 22 inches.
Yeah, he's not that tall.
Okay, so the Devastator, the C-Dub Devastator is bigger than Warbatron, the original, not the knockoff.
Correct.
So if he's that size, that's a good size. It's a pretty good size. I hope so. I love the Swindle and the Brawl already. So
I think I could be okay with that.
Well, I mean, in the cartoon was he as big as Debbie, or are they about the same size? I mean, I know it's different takes, whatever, different cartoons, but
weren't they all roughly the same size in the cartoon?
I think except for Menasor, I think Menasor was always smaller, and for some reason Superion was smaller than everybody.
And I think Predaking was bigger, but then again, that was a whole different season, so that doesn't really mean shit. Hold on, I'm trying to find a picture.
I guess he could match with the. I mean, if you had the Toy World Devastator, he may go with that. I don't know.
Yeah,
I like him so far.
I like him too. So far, but I just need.
Oh yeah,
I need to know what I'm getting into.
Yeah. Oh yeah, most definitely. I mean, most people wait on the box set anyways, because I'm sure they'll do the. Well, they didn't do Orden. If it is UT, they haven't done Orden box set yet, so they may not do a box set.
Yeah.
Well, I found a picture. Oh, hold on, I found one. They look like in the tune they're supposed to be the same height.
Okay.
I mean, but this is one picture I found. I'm sure they're a different picture in another one. A different height in another one.
I mean, what do y'all think of the Onslaught? I mean,
I think the truck looks great.
G1. I mean,
yeah, I can't argue with the truck. Looks awesome. Looks exactly like I would expect it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Kind of reminds me of the RID one from the 2000. The that Bruticus, whatever. Kind of looks like that a little bit to me too, but.
You mean Ruination?
Yeah, but I could be wrong. I don't know. I have to look.
You mean G2?
The truck mode? No.
Big
the
Bad
RD.
Battle on Dudicus?
No, the RD 2000. With,
Oh, yeah. Ruination.
Yeah, Ruination. I like it. I'm in on it. Is that all third-party news? Fuck.
Yeah, that's it.
Man,
Hasbro.
we need to put out some more
Before
shit,
I
man.
come back for the week, we got plenty of this shit. Wait.
He put Transformers skin.
Transform your skin with TF5 Edition.
Oh, I gotta get some of this shit now. God dang it. Put it in my little
That's
tub
fun
of...
shit.
Be careful, Matt. It might take off your face if it's, associated with Optimus Prime at all.
That's true. That is true.
Give me your face. Acid burns.
It may make it smooth and glistening all over my body. If I live in China, you can be cool as Optimus. Well, fuck yeah.
Schick and Paramount joined for the most amazing promotion ever. Oh yeah, this fucking. Did you guys watch this shit with the fucking robot razor?
No.
It's. I kind of dug the robot razor more than I like most of the Transformers in the Transformer movie. Like the razor head is like the head of the robot, and he's having a bit of a run and adventure, and then he transforms into a little razor. RID Menasor set. Let's talk about that.
Oh yeah, you gotta be in on this. Man.
No, I can't, dude. I can't.
What?
That thing
It's
looks
good.
absolutely terrible.
Atrocious.
So bad.
Atrocious.
It looks so bad.
I like how it looks
What
like. I like how it looks like. Motor Master is already trying to be Menasor.
Monkey Man.
Oh my god! Like, look at his arms and like how far his head sticks up. It's just such a nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
Such a nightmare. How many are you buying?
0.
Mm-hmm.
This makes me not want to. This makes me want to give up on it. Like on my Stunticon collection.
Someone needs to go ahead and gift Bobby one of these.
Like,
Oh, I'm already. Yeah.
when I see this in stores, that may be the day that I start selling my shit.
I'm gonna bring it to Skullfest and give it to you. Can't
I
wait.
think I can get a little bit of money for that Bacon set.
Yeah, you probably could. About 3 G's.
Yeah, 3 Gs, that'll work.
No, not really though.
I'll give you about 350.
350. Yeah.
What's it called?
Happy Meal.
What's it called? The what of the Sunicons? What's the name of the box set? I'm gonna look it up.
Oh, the 2000.
I don't know, just Bacon Stunticons. I'm sure it'll come.
There was a name.
2011.
Yeah, I know, but I'm sure it'll come right up.
There was a name, Bobby.
Age of the Stunticons. Oh.
Let's see what sold listings are here on the old eBays. $325 or best offer, free shipping, sold on 2/18/17.
Nice.
The pen sold for $15, and I don't see anything else. And then there's one for like $350, and it says benefits charity, so it's probably, well, never mind. I was about to make a Bacon, a fun pub joke.
It's probably those guys. It's probably those guys. You probably get TF5 Allspark
Tech Shadow Spark Prime.
What the fuck is this?
What is coming out of his
awesome.
nether? Oh no, it's the truck sitting behind him. I thought the truck was coming out of his balls.
Yeah, I don't understand this. Not even.
It's lights
slightly.
and sounds, man. Come on.
Sure.
Does it
awesome.
transform?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's right. It stands up.
It
and you
separates the
kinda pull a
arm and
couple
separates the
things apart.
legs. Yeah.
And if you didn't know it did lights and sounds, it has a little light bulb and sound little icon there. So cue you in. Are you in on this, Matt?
Exactly.
Matt?
Yeah. Oh, I'm definitely in.
All right.
I've got the regular one in pre-order, so I probably won't mess with this one. But if I catch it on clearance somewhere, I might pick it up out of curiosity. But
I wish I had
That
the
pre-order
disposable
money.
I wish I had the disposable income Matt seems to have. He's like, "Pfft, I'm in. I'm
Yeah.
in.
I got that pre-order money, man.
See
I've
that?
got the oversized Wang Chung version coming. So
I don't think Wang Chung would. Did I say Wang Chung? I did. I don't think Wang Chung would actually touch it. So, yeah.
One Step Cogman Art leaked.
hey, I was reaching.
Thank God.
Hey,
Well, actually, I put this in because I wanted to ask a question. So
So this is Turbocharger Cogman. He's gonna be a big deal in the movie. You can tell.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a sword.
Yeah, he's got that sword, that broadsword.
What was the question, Greg?
Yeah.
Well, so he turns into the whole car in this toy, but he's smaller than a human, and he's supposed to be a headmaster. So what the fuck, Hasbro?
It doesn't have to make sense, Greg.
Mass
They
shifting,
could've-
Greg. Come on.
They could have fit this in the Titans Return line,
That's true.
or they could have just used the same kind of gimmick. They have the tooling.
K. Yeager.
I'm trying to read the comments, see if there's anything of any worth.
Hey Zoe, what are you doing?
Hey, Zoe.
The girl. I'm so girl. I'm so cool.
Well, why not? That should be a Hasbro must do. Somehow I imagine a deluxe Cogman will be a retool of a Titans Return Deluxe Chrome Dome.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, I can see that. It's not any good. They're fucking failing us, man. Today with the comments.
It looks like if you took Star-Lord's helmet and you took Ultron and you smashed them together, Cogman.
Somebody said it looks like a Stormtrooper helmet, but I don't really see that as much.
I can see
I
the
don't see that
little
either.
the little vents at the bottom is what they're looking at, I guess.
All right, enough of that.
This is terrible.
Enough of that. Good stuff.
Takara Mickeymouseotron reissues.
Oh, they weren't ridiculous. They did Donald Duck, too.
They're only
Bob,
reissuing
the kids love
Mickey
it.
Mouse and Nemesis Mickey Mouse, though, so...
Hey, the kids love it, Bob.
Oh, God. Steamboat Mickey. Patron.
I like them, but I'm
Good,
not
man.
going to get them.
I hope you get the pair. You know what I mean?
Oh, you're going to get the pair, too.
Don't you already have these, Matt?
Is that a put your balls on my forehead kind of joke?
Kind of.
Okay.
I don't mind Halo 2 in you.
What were you saying, Justin?
I'm just wondering if Matt already has these, given the fact that these are not new. I mean,
That's a good question.
I do not, Justin. I do not.
Matt,
Alright.
remember when you used to be a Transformers fan?
I used to. I remember, yeah.
You know what's
I'm more
funny?
now of a SH Fig Arts thing going on now.
You know what's funny? Matt just defended this when you were criticizing it, and then when Justin asked if Matt had them, Matt got all shitty. He was like, "No, Justin, I don't."
I didn't
Yeah.
get shitty. I just don't have it.
I don't
I'm sorry,
I don't
Justin.
understand it.
You're
Justin?
just a
Justin,
You're
I do
just-
not
you're just-
have this.
My feelings
just
are
a
hurt,
being
Matt. Don't
rude
talk to me anymore.
fan. You're a
I'm
Grinch.
not being a Transformer Rude fan.
Matt is clearly part of the fandom where he's just a dick to everyone for no reason.
Yeah, you're a fucking. You're one of them Sabertron guys.
Oh.
I just threw out a board. I don't have anything against Sabertron.
Has there been, speaking of message boards and such, Greg, has there been any excitement on the boards recently in your...
Oh, do tell.
Oh, you know there has.
What's been going on?
Come on now.
Well, I mean, aside from that other
Come on.
situation.
Oh, well, I mean, you know those two situations. I don't know if you want to talk about those.
No. Is there anything else, like some TFW drama that, none of us would be privy to anywhere else, I guess I could say?
No, there's nothing on TFW worth following right now. Really?
Damn.
Well, no, I mean, there's nothing. I only followed that one thread because I was following that thread.
Yeah, no, I just recently you said like you had kind of gotten into TFW and lurking.
Oh yeah, I've gotten into some threads like just to
Yeah.
see what those guys like their opinions on things but
Are we mentioned-
after Blitzwing,
Are we mentioned on TFW ever?
I followed the we were mentioned on in that Blitzwing thread.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh.
What threads am I following now? The Aegis thread, and I'm following a certain Facebook seller thread. Just because I can't get enough, apparently, of.
Well, there's plenty to be had.
Well, the drama on TFW is a lot more constructed and easy to follow. It's like the cliff notes of all the fucking
Madness.
the vomiting on
Facebook.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see what else. This Transformers. What is this? Like role play helmets? What is this?
Oh, these are the speakers.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's
they're
cool.
speakers. They light up.
Well, that's neat.
Oh.
Yeah.
They're Bluetooth speakers.
You're
Oh.
yawning too, man.
Yeah.
That's what kind of week this is.
Yeah. It's
We- Get a
I
set
think
of
this is
these.
cool. I'm sorry, Matt. Justin, go ahead.
Oh, I'm just gonna get a set of these, and we're just gonna go ahead and turn them into a surround sound system. You know, one in each corner of the room.
Which heads are you gonna get?
I could do that.
I mean,
I would do that.
Squeaks goes without saying, but I mean, aside from Squeaks.
For who?
Mega.
For you, who? I'm not getting these. I'm just kidding.
I am.
Fuck this.
I'm getting split. I'm getting all 4 of them and put surround sound in my room.
I'd rather go back and get that, like, I think it was like a like KO type G1 like Optimus Prime and whatever the white body of Ultra Magnus is called this week.
Oh yeah, those were cool.
I'd get Squeaks and Cogman.
Oh yeah, look at
Is that Cogman or Megatron?
Oh, I don't know. I'm saying if there was a Cogman. Those are my 2 favorite characters from the movie right now. I almost bought the deluxe Squeaks the other day. I may still get it just to have it and regret it.
Oh yeah, they're selling them. I guess they're overseas right now. I think.
I got the Bondi model kit of Squeaks. Except it said BB-8 on the box.
That's not very funny, Bobby.
Robert would have laughed probably.
I mean, like, dude, like the fact that like there's like a new female lead in this movie, and there's the fucking Squeaks. Like, I'm just like, I don't know. I see the writing on the wall. With that.
Did
you
guys
see the writing? Did you see the writing on the wall?
Oh, we didn't talk about that MTV trailer or whatever the fuck movie awards.
We could do
trailer,
an extra. We could do an extra and do that.
Where you see Hot Rod for the first time in action, and he's like, "Oh no, it's so difficult."
Is that how he talks?
Yeah, he's fucking Pepe Le Pew. Well, no, I don't understand at all.
I can't
Well,
wait.
well, that's Italian, but whatever.
You gotta do the thing. You gotta do the hand gesture too, though.
I'm doing
it's not
it right
Italian.
now. I'm doing it.
Awesome.
I covered up my webcam, so you probably can't see me because I'm worried about those sites. They told me that people hack your webcam and put you on those sites.
It's not Italian unless you do that. So.
Well, I'm doing the French. I've got one hand on my heart, like I'm clutching my heart. My other one's like, wah, 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 wah. Yeah,
not what you're doing. What you're doing sounds hot, but about the fucking accent.
No, that's exactly what the fuck it sounds like. And they're like, no, he's not. He's Scottish. On TFW, I'm like, oh my god.
So what you're saying about you won't be on the special of the breaking down the thing? Is that
We're not doing a special to break down.
Damn it!
60 seconds.
Robert.
Hey, sorry about that. I had to put the baby to bed. She decided she doesn't want to stay up till midnight anymore. She wants to go back to 8:30 sleep. So
Sweet. So you're just in time, Robert. You missed all the shitty shit. Prime One Studios Megatron.
Yeah, the third party stuff. Yeah.
wait, are you talking about a statue?
Yes.
Yes.
It looks good though. God damn.
I mean, if like the gold bit is not for me.
This is the BBTS edition.
Oh, I missed the Star Wars talk.
Yeah. But at least this gold, like you could be like, it's the Golden Lagoon Megatron.
Oh god.
I remember that episode clearly. It was on Fox Sports.
What a turd.
I don't get the Fox Sports thing.
He looks like the Fox Sports robot. You know, the NFL robot dude.
I have him. He does not look like them.
Yes, he does.
No, Justin, I have him.
How much money do these things
bullshit
cost?
on you, Matt.
Okay.
What do these cost?
$350.
Come on.
Come on.
You can't
He's
tell
like
me.
1500.
You cannot tell me I'm gonna post this in the thing. And if you feel compelled, Matt, you go ahead and you post this in the pictures.
I had the robot. That didn't look like this.
Yes, it does. Just put a Megatron head on it. It's the same fucking thing.
Okay.
Got the big ass shoulder pads.
What's the debate? What's our nerd argument?
I call this.
What's our nerd argument? That this thing looks like this other thing.
The Fox Sports, the Fox NFL robot. Same thing.
Oh good.
Ruh-oh.
Give it a slightly different paint scheme. Make it gold. Boom.
I can see it.
No,
to be fair, it doesn't scream it to me, but I can see it.
He just needs to replace his Megatron head with a football helmet.
Man, that chest don't look anything like that. He don't have shoulder pads.
See, I feel like the chest is the one bit that does look like it, but that's fine. Doesn't matter.
The shoulder pads are rotated down on the Megatron, but they're there.
No.
God damn, Matt, you were like the most defensive Transformer fan ever.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm not defending it. I'm
He doesn't even
criticizing.
collect these things, and he's like defending it.
Exactly. He's like, I have that stock in Hasbro.
I do too.
in
You know
Paramount
what?
Studio.
I talked to Brother Dolphin just a while back, and
Did you?
I may get into statues. Yes, he sent me his phone number, and we're texting now.
What
For the record, I just scored Deluxe's digits last night after all this time.
You never asked for him, Robert.
Every time I ask you, you say 8675309.
That is true.
Yep.
Oh, damn it.
Graded whenever he asked me for him. I told him the same thing. So
All right, Justin, you're right. I'm sorry. You're right. That is the fucking Fox logo. Okay, there. I'm sorry.
Now he's all defeated.
I heard those
It's
are
no
real
fun.
quality toys.
This looks good, though. I mean, it's
Why does it look good?
fucking nice. I mean, it may not, it may not be your, what you want Megatron to look like, but I'm sure this thing's gonna be fucking brilliant.
This is what I would like the movie Megatron to look like. There's a compliment.
Yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool.
Better than what we have.
Gold? Fucking
Well, not gold.
golden showers Megatron? Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here.
I mean, it's barely
Right.
Megatron, you know? I
Right.
mean, they just hit the points, and then they're just like, they put
Isn't
Megatron
that what third party
pieces.
does? Hit the
Yeah, but
points?
it's a statue. I mean, you're going to just have, like, this is my Megatron statue stand-in until I get another Megatron
Well,
statue.
this one wouldn't be it because it's like gold and loud and like it. But if this was in traditional Megatron colors, like it's not the statue that I would want for my Megatron, but I think it's fucking badass. I think it's better than just about everything we've looked at tonight.
Damn.
It just stands there.
Put some respect on
Yeah,
that.
it just stands there, but it stands there perfectly. Like you got
But you'd
fucking,
be like,
you got
who
fucking.
is that?
Like here's my thing. Like yes, it doesn't do anything. Like I get it. Like it's a statue. That's by definition, it fits the definition. But like, if my argument is like at least it fucking stands there. Motherfuckers are paying $150 for Dicka and it can't even stand there.
Okay.
Damn.
But the point is,
Boom.
what inspired this? I mean, it's just like, it's this odd.
That's fair.
Why does it have? Why does
It's
it have
not
to have
really,
inspiration?
it's kind of Megatron, but it's not really Megatron.
That's
but
a
it
better
isn't.
discussion. That's a better discussion.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
with you there.
like to me, and I'm on the same thing that I think Robert was trying to say is like this is like the Make Toys liberties that they've taken with Megatron for something that's officially licensed that doesn't make a whole bunch of sense to me.
I agree.
At
And
least
it
it's
does
their
absolutely
license.
nothing.
Does
At
it
least
have?
it's their license, though.
It looks a little War for Cybertron, Fall of Cybertron. Not enough. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like I see a little bit of that in there.
Which shot is this? Look at which shot was that? Fuck. Look at 1, 2, 3, 4. The fifth one. Megatron 5. You see that
Yeah.
picture? It looks like he's got a face for an abdomen. See that face? It's like he squished a quintesson on his tummy.
I see the face at the chest.
From his abdomen, his whole abdomen down to his crotch is the mouth.
No, see, I see the eyes up at the upper chest, and then I see the mouth like right between the rib cage and the abdomen.
He's a totem pole. Cause yeah, you got that, and now look down. Right below
one
it.
at the crotch. There's one at the crotch. I see the one at the crotch now.
From the abs down to the crotch is like a quintesson.
Yeah, I see that one now too.
It's a totem pole. It's like a frog on a quintesson. Or it's like a blot. That's blot on a quintesson.
That's funny.
How many more you got? How many more you got, Robert?
I'm gonna buy it now. I got it. You're gonna get
How
5
many?
of these.
How many you got, Robert?
You're gonna get 5 of these.
Dude, I got some big cases coming down the pike. Knock on wood. Oh, I can't wait. I'm gonna send you some garbage.
I'm gonna send him that Menasor from Hasbro.
Please do not. Please.
Oh
do
no,
not.
no, you're getting it.
No,
I'm gonna hand deliver that thing.
Not Bobby, you. I mean,
Take Lisa out to dinner instead.
I don't think I could. No, that wouldn't even take her to dinner. How much that thing costs?
Yeah,
Well,
it's
take
like
her out for
it's like a
biscuit.
blooming onion.
Yeah, take her out. For a biscuit.
Outback has disappointed me last couple
I
times.
haven't
Anyways,
been Outback dude in so long. But
it's been real disappointing,
these
man.
cheese fries are calling my name.
Man, I've been there once in forever. I went there in January. I texted you, Matt, and you didn't answer.
I remember that.
No, I did too. I did too. You said you didn't like it.
They were at all the steaks. Yeah, well, that's right. You did, because I asked if you had any pull. I was going to see if you called the GM. They didn't have any steaks. They were out all the beers.
They were out of steaks?
Well, no, they were out of, like, everything we ordered. So they're like, we'll give you a porterhouse. Well, order a strip, because the company was paying for it. I didn't want to be like that guy. And they're like, well, we're out of strips. So we got a porterhouse. That's a strip and a filet mignon. And I'm like, oh, well, fuck, I guess I'll take that. And then they bring out this little fucking tiny thing, like, pathetic. Like, you're not supposed to cut. It just fucked up all the conventions of a porterhouse steak. And it was, like, overcooked. And then they dropped one on the floor. And then they got it switched up. And, oh, it was terrible. And then the floor was covered in, like, slime around the bar. I almost busted my ass going to the bathroom.
Dude,
shit was fucking terrible.
That was the cheese from the fries, probably.
Was that Lenny's last job? Was that Lenny's last gig? No.
I had a experience at Outback one time. I was sitting across the table from my brother. There was my wife and I on one side, and my brother on the other side. My brother and I used to be like inseparable. It makes me sad when I think about it.
You were a Siamese twin?
And this lady was walking by with the tray, and she bumped something like that was unrelated to us. But this bowl of pasta like came sliding off her tray
onto your head,
hit the table that we were on, and then landed on the seat upside down next to my brother. And my brother just looked at it and went, "Yeah!" and kicked it off the seat, and it fucking went all over the floor, shattered. It's like a million pieces. Like, it's fucking funny as shit.
Was he like, if you're gonna do something, do it right?
He was like you'd have to know him to like, but like he doesn't like. He's very particular, and he doesn't like anything of his fucked with. So like this
sounds like somebody else I know.
Yeah.
He was startled, and he was like very turned off by the idea of like this invasion of his space, and like he just had this like knee-jerk reaction to like kick whatever it was that fucked with him. And like, I mean, like he put his ass like on the opposite end of the bench and like just kicked the fucking plate like gap, and like it fucking went.
What did Valora do?
Oh my God, I was laughing.
Did you like get up on the seat and like stand up and start jumping up and down, hooting and hollering?
No, that's not.
Like
that's not
like
really,
What?
like an ape? No.
Shut up.
that's not really me.
Shut up, Robert.
I do.
But yeah, I mean, my brother's crazy as fuck, man. Like, really. But he won't be hurting any more dinner plates for any time soon. I can say that.
Shout out to Outback.
I think the dinner plates he's eating off of now are kind of like just tin trays.
Bobby.
Oh, you know what else pissed me off? They brought everything on its own little plate at Outback, and none of the plates were big enough.
That is weird.
Yeah, that is weird. Yeah,
I'm like, I want to cut my burned up little fucking 2-ounce potato.
Yeah, the service has been pretty bad, and the food has actually gone up in price, and it's actually gone down in value or quality. And so I haven't ate Outback in a couple months now. So
it can go up in price and down in value. That's a good assessment.
Yeah, you know what I wish I could do? Like, I would never be able to get Laura to sign on for it, but I wish I could like go to Outback and get the cheese fries and then leave and have steak somewhere else.
We'd like put the cheese fries in your pocket.
No, like go to Outback, eat the appetizer, and then get the check, leave, and then go get the dinner somewhere else, and then get that check, and then leave.
So he would be like Napoleon Dynamite and put the tater tots in his.
In my experience, you'll be sitting there at Outback for like 45 minutes waiting to get your fries, and then you leave.
Does it take a long time to get your food? I feel like around here they bring the food out quick as fuck. It's hard to get a table sometimes.
Yeah, the more recent like originally Outback did that for me, but like I don't know, maybe it's a DC area. Like the DC area Outbacks took for friggin' ever all the time. Like it wasn't even worth going.
So we're not going to Outback on the Shattercast night? Is that what we're saying?
We could go to Outback.
No, we're going to eat shrimp.
Damn.
Oh, on Shattercast. You mean at Bobby's house Shattercast night?
Yeah.
Shattercast.
No, me and Matt are going to go eat shrimp.
Yeah, we could go to Outback, or we could cook here. Doesn't matter. We could get takeout.
Greg's gonna sit down and not refuse to get up until he gets a fucking hamburger.
On that Saturday night, me and Matt are gonna go fucking eat shrimp. Then we're gonna win all those Chosen Prime raffles.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, we are.
Everybody I fuck with won some shit that year. The year I didn't go. Everybody won
last year?
Some
Last year,
$200, $300 shit too.
Someone won a fucking Pandanus, whatever.
Yeah, that was Chris. M. I got it.
Fucking hey, man. And Raul won the fucking RLC shit.
Dude, fucking Raul, that dude
wins everything.
That's a good dude.
That dude is. I tell you, man, he's like the Mary Poppins of the fucking Transformer fan.
Mary fucking Poppins.
He
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all.
He comes into your life. He makes everything better. And then my only fear is that day that he has to leave. So let's move on. We got a question we finally can tackle. So that means MP Collector has got to come back again next week with a question.
I finally talked to him, man. He's been missing in action. I finally talked to him Monday night.
Well, no, because we told him just hold tight.
No, I know that, but I'm just saying. Usually, I've seen him around and everything. Especially on our Enter the Realm on Monday nights. I usually see him. Look, he's been out for a while, so I finally talked to him again Monday. So can't wait to see him again. Yeah, he was fine.
Oh, you were on ETR this week, weren't you, Matthew?
Yeah, you were.
Oh.
You were.
I did all right. I did all right.
What were you fussing about on there?
Man. I was all right. I was smooth as a cucumber.
All right. So the release of a once-in-a-decade figure like an official Masterpiece Megatron is like a magnet for MP collector questions. I love hearing you guys go back and forth critiquing these high-profile pieces. I'm looking for this week's question to stimulate some of that great give and take now that we have all had a couple weeks to get to know MP36. Question. I think it is safe to say that the majority of the fandom has been relatively receptive to MP36, but even as collectors sing his praises, there have been several criticisms tossed out there that have some validity. Megatron's paint job is prone to easy scratching, for example. The figure does, in fact, have a large head. His legs are insanely long. His torso is really short. His gun mode is covered in panel lines. Some would have preferred silver paint. I could go on, but you get the point. I was wondering which, if any, of these gripes is the most bothersome to the SCU guys, and if you had to pick one flaw in MP36 that you would have loved to see addressed, which would it be? So if for any potential critique or criticism that you have of MP36, if you could change that one thing, what would it be?
Oh, I got one.
I can only imagine.
Without it being related to paint, right? No,
it can be. It can be that.
Okay.
It can be anything.
I wish 4 weeks after the fucking thing came out, people would stop complaining about the same fucking shit, like it hasn't been explained 15 fucking times. I'm not talking about the MP collector. I just mean in general. Every fucking day, dude, I got a Despotron, I got MP36. Guys, which one am I gonna keep? I don't fucking know. I think I'm gonna keep Despotron. 6 hours later, anybody want to buy a Despotron on $95 shipped? It's got a little bit of customization.
That sounds like every fucking Facebook group ever.
Oh my god.
Well, what about you, Matt? What would be the one thing you would? If
I have
you
a
could
real
change...
answer, but I'll go after Matt.
Oh, okay. If you could change one thing about it, Matt, what would it be? One thing.
I mean, the only gripe I really have about is the paint. I mean, the chipping. I've transformed him, and he is chipping. And they did explain about the silencer going on the barrel. That's great. It was there in the first place. You just didn't read it. I don't know how you could fix that, unless just not paint it at all, and then everybody would bitch about that too. Like, there's no fucking paint on it. So if I had to change anything, I think the head is fine. The legs are fine to me. It looks like my Megatron. The paint, I would change something. I don't know how you really could fix that. Yeah, but
It's a fair critique. Greg.
I would have, a light up gimmick for the eyes like they did with Primal. I mean, I like the figure. I think the figure's pretty good. I mean, I'm not going to bitch about the paint. I'm not going to bitch about, like, the cliched shit. Like, I think, if they did, like, a light up feature, I'd even like to see some of that shit on his belly light up if there was a way to make it happen.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think that should look cool. Like have a button on his head and have it wired straight through, because none of that bends, right? Like it's a straight shot from his head to his belly, so you could wire it somehow, right? Like
Oh.
put the light in the ball joint, like they did with Primal. So you just push the head down, it lights up the eyes, and then it could also like light up the little belly biz.
Yeah,
Like I think that'd be cool.
Could light up your life.
Light our darkest
I mean,
hour.
most people don't use it, but there's already electronics in it.
Justin.
For me, the one thing that really bothers me with the mold is the feet. Like they feel like they extend out of the calves way too far, and like I'm always thinking there's like some kind of like joint in there to kind of recess them a little more. That's my problem with it. Besides the paint, of course.
Interesting.
Yeah, he's got good feet. Makes Transbot's toys.
That's good. That's good.
Does he's got every?
It's good.
He's got an inward. He's actually got a little outward. He's got a forward. Well, he's got a forward. He's got a little bit of up. He's got a little toe too. Come on now.
Some swivel. Any swivel in there?
Fuck yeah.
Robert D.
Standalone, I think it's a beautiful piece. But I feel like it could have been, and it's like me being this, I don't know, whatever, it's my collection, so whatever, I'll say it. You know, so is MP10, right? For whatever his flaws are, you know, so hey, MP36 has its own flaws, but all in all, it's a beautiful piece. I still, you know, I think as a collection, I wish that they went better together. And I think they could have been perfect together with his finish, with the colors. You know, because individually I love it. I'm talking about in the context of I got my shelf on the right with the Decepticons and Megatron. I got on the left the Autobots and the Optimus, and you know the leaders are there. And it's just they don't, you know, the design goes, and you know, but it's the, you know, it's that kind of like cartoon accurate kind of coloring and finish versus MP10. You know, and I feel like maybe it should have been, you know, a silver. And you know, Despotron, they pulled it off, whether it's paint or colored plastic. There are no scratches on Despotron. So,
Except
you know,
the chest.
I assume I have no scratches on my chest. Did you scratch
You
my
got
chest?
lucky. No, mine was scratched out of the box. I didn't scratch it.
That's bullshit.
I don't
Wow.
think mine did. I don't think mine did either. The one that I looked at.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
That's
when they made the P10, did you think they were already had the designs for Megatron? I mean,
No, but I'm just saying. I just wish it was more coherent. You know, across just having Megatron and MP10, and I just, you know, there could be if I feel just if it was that like that silver, you know, in glossy black, you know, and I'm not saying that's too inaccurate. I just think having these toys on my shelf together as a collection, I would have liked that. And hey, you know what? That might come out.
Yeah,
right?
you might get that. I think that's totally feasible that they release that as a repaint. Like to me, that seems like a no-brainer.
Yeah. But as a figure, it's obviously great. You know.
Myself,
What about you, Bob?
mine would be the proportions. Like I would have the legs a little shorter and the chest and torso a little longer.
Oh well, you know what? Someone's taking care of that problem for you, Bobby.
Of course they are.
Not in the scale that I need.
Oh, okay. Because I thought you were just talking.
And quality
Not to say-
too.
You could get like, you know, a magnifying glass, turn it around, you know, so it shrinks them on your shelf. You know.
Or that company could, you know, make their own designs and quit stealing from other people.
Ooh.
The fuck up!
Bam!
Fuck up! Someone's gonna knock on your door.
Yeah, that would be the one thing.
Oh wait, somebody is knocking on the door. Hold on.
But I'm happy with mine as well. So it's ultimately fine. Let's see.
Send another question, MP.
Yeah, MP Collector, you're back on now.
Back on the job.
Hope you enjoyed your vacation. I have. Is there anything else anybody wants to address or bring up? We have some time.
Well, can you guys answer the question of the year?
Question.
Oh yeah.
The question of the
Greg,
year?
If you were suddenly struck deaf,
No, blind. Dumbass.
Greg,
if you were suddenly struck deaf, Bobby, would you still do reviews?
I like that. What you call it? You said Helen Keller and Matt said, yeah. This was on Realm of Collectors, I think, and he was like, yeah, she was deaf and dumb. That shit made me fucking laugh. So, do you have any thoughts on that, Greg? On if like if like you lost your sight tomorrow, do you think you would still collect?
Fuck no. Why? So I could talk to text, fucking tell everybody what I got on Facebook.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think I agree. Like, I think it raises an interesting. Like, it is all about it. It does literally come down to the way it looks, like,
so to speak.
Yeah, but would you keep your collection though? Because you already know what it looks like.
I don't think so, man. I think I'd sell it. Might as well use the money towards something. Might as well put it towards my kid's college or
Like
whatever.
not being fucking blind.
See an eye dog.
Yeah, or use it on laser eye surgery.
You can't, that the fucking Pandinas might look good on a leash, but he's not going to help you cross the street.
What the fuck? No, I'm just saying. If I went blind, I think I still would keep my collection. I would know what it look. I know what each single figure would look like. I probably wouldn't get any more, but I think I would keep my collection. I guess.
Yeah, no, I mean that's interesting. Like, I think that is that's why I think that's an interesting question.
So what would you do, Bobby? What would you do?
I would sell it. I would sell it all. Like that guy in Backdraft, I would burn it off.
Did anybody say they were going to keep it? Matt, you were going to keep it.
Yeah, I'll probably keep mine. I mean, I know what they would look like. I mean, and I don't know. I guess I couldn't enjoy it anymore. I mean, unless I just sit in the middle of the room and be like, "Hey, I like it." I don't know.
What? You just be in the room like, memory.
No, I'd sell it. No, I take that back. I'd sell it. Yeah, there wouldn't be no point in having them. I couldn't see them anymore. I just really couldn't enjoy them. I mean, I'd probably break them like Robert did all the time, trying to transform.
How would you sell it though? It's not like anybody can believe
have,
it can help you.
Yes, you would.
Somebody will pay you for like one figure, so they'll get another one in the mail.
No, I could feel it and see what it's still like. I mean, I would tell her. She would tell me what it looks like, and I'd say that's how much it's worth, and then she could sell it.
Not those Combiner Wars, man. You be feeling the mold?
I would just make somebody help me or something. Someone around me that I could trust. Would help her.
Matt said he would make someone help him, not ask someone to help
him.
No,
I'm sorry. I meant
fucking privileged blind ass.
Sorry, I know. I mean, I would ask, but I would. I've already asked people. If I do pass away, and to please help my wife. Sell my stuff. So.
Same here. Same here.
I don't want anybody. I don't care if she. I know she wouldn't know what to do, but I hope she wouldn't get ripped off. I know there's people out there would do that, but hopefully they wouldn't.
I don't think my wife would sell the collection. I think she would want to keep it in memory of me.
Did you hear, did you ever watch that live Facebook video that we did that somebody asked that question? Like, what would you do with this collection if you died? Like, what would you sell first or whatever? And to my surprise, my wife said, I don't know if I could sell any of it. I never even thought about that as like something that she would want to hold on to as like a remembrance of me.
What if she sold those Tetra Jets? Because she's like, these fucking pieces of shit. And you're screaming up from hell, no!
Damn, I gotta go to hell.
Bobby, that's a question you should be asking yourself, bud.
Yeah, not asking anybody else. Just look deep inside and ask why.
Speaking of going to hell,
where you want to be when Jesus comes back, Bobby?
I spoke about this briefly on Nerd Rage. Well, no, I gave the whole story on Nerd Rage, to be fair, but it's worth repeating here.
What?
But like,
yeah, I don't listen to Nerd Rage, so if you could repeat it, that would
exactly.
Please repeat.
But Information Crew or whatever that is, that's in my queue. But so it's fine. Don't worry about it.
It's not in mine.
I enjoy supporting you, Greg. So my wife and I, when we were at the beach, we were intimate at a couple times. But this one specific time, we were intimate, back to back intimate. Like immediately. We used the withdrawal method for childcare. For child
support.
Do you mean like consecutively or like back to back? Like
I'm like, damn, Bobby's dick is that long. He can do it back to back. He can wrap that shit around.
Here's the one I'm looking for
looking at
birth control. For birth control, that's what we use for birth control. It's not perfect, but it does pretty well. But like, dude, like a few days after this back-to-back session,
tired.
She started getting real tired. My wife's never sick. She woke up in the middle of the night, was sick as a dog. She's like very soon for that sort of thing. But I was like, oh no. I was like, dude, not worth worth it at all. Like total fucking lapse of judgment. Like I can't.
Oh, I get what you mean with the back to back. Oh, I see you
Yeah.
saying that issue. I know.
Yeah. So like I'm like, oh, huge mistake, huge tactical error. Like and like the whole like the rest of the couple weeks, like she's just like been irritable and like just weird things have been going on. I've been like, fuck.
Do I punch her or do I push her down the stairs?
You know who doesn't have that problem? You know who doesn't have that problem, Bobby?
Who?
Adam.
Why?
Wash his dick in the sink.
But anyway, I was like, man, like, what am I gonna do? And then like, I remember going to Busch Gardens this past weekend, and I was like, man, I'm gonna make her ride every ride. Like, I'm gonna.
Damn.
What? That's fucking hardcore, man.
I thought that I said,
Talk
you know,
about going to hell.
That's why I
punch her or
said
do I
speaking
push
of
her
going
down
to
the
hell.
stairs?
That's why I said speaking of going to hell.
What, testing her to see if she knew and hadn't told you. And they're like, don't go on this ride if you're pregnant. And then you're walking up and she's like, I think I need to sit this one out. Wait.
Hey, are we?
I'd have been like, no, we got to go on these spinning ones.
Are we doing
Let's go
Robert Tex?
down the stairs ride.
What'd you say,
What?
Greg?
Are we doing Robert Tex?
Yes.
All right, can you give me 5 minutes before you start? I have to step away for 2 seconds.
Sure.
I have to go hug Kid and tell her how much I appreciate her after hearing that story. So I'll be right back.
I want to answer. Okay, like you know, when your wife said, you know, she don't know if she could sell this stuff. My wife said that she would probably keep a Starscream, a couple Starscreams. I was going to ask y'all also another question. Would y'all be buried with any of your Transformers?
No, I'm getting fucking vaporized.
Oh, you getting cremated? Okay. Well, I gotta be.
Oh, you know with who? Darth Vader.
No.
You're going to get burned on a pile of logs.
Get it?
In my mind,
He didn't have the high ground.
Bobby wants
You
a whole speech before he starts going. He's like, I have the high ground. You know, stuff.
in my mind,
The moral high ground.
I lived till like my early 80s, and I start to no longer be able to take care of myself. And my kids are straight. They're set up. My grandkids look like they got a bright future ahead of them. And my wife and I drive down to Baltimore and get the fattest fucking bag of heroin that we've ever seen in our lives, and make the drug dealers laugh at our age going down there to pick it up. And then we just both sit back in a chair somewhere and blast ourselves into oblivion. And
That's
then
fucked up, Bob.
and then cremated together and then kept together. Like that's not fucked up. That's beautiful in a way.
I always thought about like getting that point and like skydiving and like right before like eat just a fucking pound of mushrooms and then like skydive into my grave like with a bullseye on it. And like that'll be the funeral. Everybody will be there waiting for me to fucking go right into the hole.
Man, that's fucked up too, man. God damn.
That's the funniest shit I've heard in a long time. That's fucking awesome.
I have not ever requested anything special for when I actually kick the bucket, except for one thing. I want someone to fly me over a volcano in Hawaii, like as it's like a tour type thing, and just like tumble out the helicopter, you know, into the volcano. But I want people to be filming it, so it looks like some
Like your
some
body.
tour thing went wrong, and some guy just fell out of a helicopter.
That's awesome.
You like while you're alive?
No, I'm gonna be gone. I'm saying
No, like
it's
Weekend
my
at Bernie's.
special request. Yeah, Weekend at Bernie's me into the volcano, but make it look like, you know, because if there is an afterlife, I would like to watch the news and see what people say. You know, that's my special way of going.
I don't want to die, man. Y'all are.
No, I don't want to die either, Matt, but it's gonna happen.
I didn't say. I know. Maybe not.
Some sooner than others.
What's that supposed to mean? Wait, what's that supposed to mean, Robert? Wait, hold up. Rewind that. What's that supposed to mean? You think I'll die before everybody else?
I think I got you all licked on that, probably. You're next after me. Sorry.
Oh, fat jokes.
No,
Fat
I'm
people
probably.
do.
My chances are high too. You know, I have high chances. Like,
6 cans of soda a day will do it to you.
yeah, but I'm not anymore. I'm not drinking soda anymore, and I'm just fucking miserable.
That's why you're in a bad mood. Okay, I got
I'm
it.
not in a bad mood. You caught me in the middle of working on something. That was what it was. just waiting for Greg to get back, and then I can run through these. Texts.
Oh, Bobby, I forgot to say congrats on your 10K and congrats on no sodas too. It's hard, but you'll get over it.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. But yeah, I don't know. I think that like I think about my mortality a lot, and I think about the burden that my collection is, obviously. But it was weird to hear her say to not view it as a burden, to view it as something to kind of treasure. That was a strange. That was a strange and strange response. It wasn't what I expected at all.
My wife said she would keep my clothes so she could smell me.
I don't know why I find that funny, but I do.
Just your underwear.
No, just my underwear. I asked you, Bobby, where are you gonna put my collection at whenever I pass?
That's how he's gonna burn himself when he's dead.
I got all these empty Tupperware. Tubs.
Oh, that's fucked up, man.
I would pick. You know what I would do, Matt? If you really left me your collection, which we both know you would not. I would. You know what I would do? I would put one movie Starscream out on display for you. Like I would do that.
In the toilet.
You better spotlight
on
that
the display at the bottom of the toilet.
When you go, Bobby, I'm gonna go put these RID Menasor on display for you.
You know you're getting buried with, Bobby? You're getting buried with that fucking Tiger Tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm respecting that, man.
Buried with a KO. Isn't that the fucking irony of it all?
Seeing how it's holding up.
You guys talking about Robert, right?
Yeah, all right, here we go. So here's the text from Robert D. There's a lot of them this week, so everybody sit back and enjoy. So he sent me one that said, "Now I know why you got no time for new and interesting things. You're always talking on the phone. Talky talk face." Next message. "I have stepped all the way down to 2 milligrams of vape juice." Next message. "I just don't get it. You vape like a pirate, but you drink wine like a court dandy." Next message. "That's you." Next message. Sends me a picture of like this old like Renaissance looking like court jester, like with a top hat, like next to some queen, like some, I guess, court dandy. I finally respond. I say LOL. Then he comes right back. "That's you too. It's like a different court dandy with my face photoshopped on it." And then let's see. So then he says, "This 2 milligram life ain't easy, Bobby Dandy Face." This is the next day. I said, "Have no doubt." And then he says, "Your balls have no doubt." And then he sends me a picture of No Doubt with a chimpanzee naked with his balls out, my face photoshopped onto it, and the Gorira helmet photoshopped onto that.
Oh my god.
That's a good one.
I said, "Ha ha ha." And then let's see. He said, "Just 1 milligram less than nicotine, and I've gone from Saw Gerrera to Darth Vader." I said, laughing my ass off to that one. And then he said, "Both in amount vaped and level of dickhead." Then he sent me a message that said 27. Now he's counting down my subscribers to 10,000. He says 27. Then he comes right back. "No." Then he comes right back. 17! Exclamation point. Then he comes right back. "The age when Bobby Skullface finally lost his virginity and ran the legendary Chinese Ninja Warrior marathon, pumping his fists like a smelly penis Rocky."
And the only thing Bobby took offense to was the age.
So, next message. "Yeah, you read it." Next message. "Your silence is deafening." And then I responded back and I said, "I was much younger," with a winky face. So then he responds back, 16 3/4. And then I respond back, I said 13. And he responded back, "You were 19. Then he responds back, "Oh, Bobby," another one. "Franny puked and pissed on my bed. It's go time." So then I said, "I thought that was yesterday." And he said, "Oh, they balked. Gonna do it tomorrow when the wife doesn't have school. You know, all drawn out and dramatic." I said, LOL. He said, "What's suffering matter when you have selfish dramatics to attend to?" I said, "Good point." And he comes back. "When she dies, I'm tempted to yell out, 'I banish your soul to hell.'" do you think that would cause marital strife? Then he comes back and says, "Did not tell." Then he comes back and says, "Want to hear a joke?" Then he comes back and says, "Of course you do." Then another one, "How you kill a Hasbro fanboy?" And then he comes back, "How do you kill a Hasbro fanboy?" Then he comes back, "I won't answer until you ask, Bubby." And I said,
Because he ignores me. And I know he's ignoring me to bother me. He's doing it to get under my skin.
I said, "How?" And he said, let the record reflect that you took 3 whole minutes. That's how long it was. 3 minutes. That's how many texts rattled off in 3 minutes. You took 3 whole minutes to ask. But anyways, how do you kill a Hasbro fanboy? Why, you slam the toilet seat down while he's taking a drink.
That's stupid as fuck.
It's funny you say that, Matt. I came back and I said, "Not your best." He sent me a picture of Yoda and says, "Didn't like it."
No, that's funny.
And then he says, "Your balls aren't my best." And I just hit him with the ellipses for that. And then he said, then another one, this is on Thursday. "What the fuck is this American God shows on Stars? Come on now." Like, I have no idea, like, what the fuck he's talking about. I just said, LOL. He comes back Friday. "You know what I'm talking about?" I come back Friday. "Nope." And he said, "Well, take a look. Yuck." Then he sends me a picture of a marmot with the number 10, or the letters spelled out, 10. He said, and then because of the marmot's teeth, he writes, "So exciting." And I said, "Maybe by this weekend." I said, why is that cat still alive? Because I guess he posted a picture on Facebook of the cat. And he said, "She rose from the dead." Can you believe it?
God.
He said, "Really though, I'm getting cat blocked." And I said, "What?" And he said, "What? Interested in Valerian, the movie, not the steel from which rare blades are made in Game of Thrones." Then he sends me another marmot, 9. And I said, "No." And he sends me another marmot and says, "Yes." I said, "Haha." And then he sends me another marmot. It says 8. Then he sends me another marmot. It says, "Hey, asshole, you lost a sub, 9. And then I said, "Laugh my ass off." And then he said, "Let me know if you want to check this fellow out. I can send him with the stupid Iron Factory sound wave with Laserbeak Buzzsaw and Ravage for comparison." And I didn't say yes, but I do want to check him out, Robert, if you want to send him my way.
Yeah, I just got sick.
Then he sent me a picture of Hot Toys Blind Obi-Wan, Hot Toys Force Awakens Han Solo, and Hot Toys Force Awakens Chewbacca. My face is photoshopped on Han Solo. Obi-Wan is still doing the blind bit.
It was like he walked into the shot, you know?
Damn.
And Chewbacca's wearing a Gorira
The Gorira helmet.
I'm gonna put this as the backdrop for this week.
The Gorira helmet.
Oh my god, this shit is so funny to me. Okay. So I said the helmet on Chewie.
Gather yourself, man. Gather yourself.
I said the helmet on Chewie. And he said, "I can't remember. Did you review DX9 Legends Mitron?" Excuse me. I said, "I did." He said, "I just realized you should be using your hybrid style prime for size comparisons. Plus, he's an official Legends MP. Why, oh, why haven't you been using him?" Then he sends me a marmot, 5. Then he sends me a marmot, 4. Then I said 2. And then he said, "Fuck, caught me sleeping." And he sends me a marmot close. And I said, LOL. And then he sends me a marmot and says 1. And I've been waiting for this moment. So I subscribed to myself through another Gmail account to get to 2. And as soon as he sent me a marmot that said 1, I unsubscribed.
I knew you did do that. I called you on it.
You did, and I said 2, and he said, "You asshole." And then he sent me a picture of a marmot holding a lightsaber with my face photoshopped on it. And he said, "Time constraints. I apologize. This stuff isn't that good."
I called you out on it right there, though. I said you probably subscribe to yourself and unsubscribe for dramatic fucking effect.
I did it for you. So then you said, so he said, what did he say? So then he said 9,995. And I said, "Get the fuck out of here." And he said, "Shit, you're right." No, that's right. For a second, I thought it should read 19,995. And I said, "Nah, the 25,000 is the next benchmark." And he said, "Oh, okay, 14,995. Don't want to give away too much art." And then he said,
I thought I offended you with that one.
Says, "So what you doing?" And then he sent back, in quotes, "Ignoring you, Robert." And then he sent back again, "Damn it, Bobby." I said, "Sorry, driving to Baltimore for a surprise party." He said, "Nice, whose party?" "Hi, Laura." I said, "Laura's aunt, she's technically driving." I said, "Oh, you're kicking back, doing the ghost driver feat where you pretend to push the pretend brakes?" Like, which I never do, but I was like, well, at least kicking back. "Wait, Laura's driving and you were still making her respond to your texts and YouTube comments? Sheesh. How's the party?" I said it was fine. Yeah, that's about the best you can expect from a family affair. The cat somehow always meanders into the tub and gets lost in there. She paces back and forth along the tile wall looking for an exit. You should fashion a Hot Toys saddle for your old blind man Kenobi. You know what to do. While I was closing the refrigerator door, my cat walked straight into the fridge and the door shut right on her fucking head.
It's true. I feel terrible when this shit happens like all the fucking time.
And then he said, "You can't make this stuff up." And then he sends me a meme of an autographed picture of Michael J. Fox, but it's just a picture of Michael J. Fox, like a bunch of scribble all over.
That's fucked up, man.
Then he says, "Yesterday, also, I was walking as she just walked with her neck right over my foot as I was lifting my foot forward. I had no time to react. Bitch did a backward somersault. Of course she didn't land on her feet because she don't know where the floor is."
God. Why did you kill that animal?
And he said, "Yesterday evening, she was trying to get into the bedroom by walking in circles around the vacuum." He said, "This is all true. You know how I learned she abruptly went blind in the other eye? Well, you know how you put a cat down, you kind of let it jump the last foot to the floor? She suddenly just ate it every damn time." I said, "Man, I wish I was going to be on SCU this week." And he said, "You're not? I may not be either." I said, "This is why there shouldn't be nonsense in the business chat." And he was talking about that, and I said, because I wanted to talk about the fucking text from Robert. Let's see, "You should do a man on the street." So I can't do that. The cat just, this is Tuesday, May 2nd. The cat just walked face first into a chair leg. I had zero sympathy because she just shit on my bedroom. And then she comes back.
Good.
And then she comes back, "Damn, slap me twice and call me Matt." And I said, "I can figure out the typos, buddy." Because he does, it's obvious what the typo is, and he sends more text messages to correct it. Like, I can figure it out. And then he said, "You can?" Question mark. I said, "Yes." He said, "You're a genius." And I said, "I'm trying to save you some data, my guy." And he says, "I fly unlimited, my man. I wipe my ass with Dickas too. Got a whole case of them in the bath." He said, "What's the difference between Marvel Select and Marvel Legends?" I answered that. And let's see. Let's see here. This was all. It just. All right, you should. All right, so then he sent a voice message.
I did.
Yeah, let's see, this is, I don't remember what it is. Surprise.
I want. I don't like TX9 soup. He hits me
That was your fucking review of the
Yeah, I
DX9
can hear it
Smooth.
playing in the background. And then right after that, he sends me a picture of another chimpanzee with his balls and dick hanging out with my face photoshopped.
I got a lot of those.
Then he says, let's see here. So then he says he popped his. Well, I'll let him tell that later. Okay.
Popped his cherry?
When I pop?
So, let's see. All right, I'm sorry. Then he talks about how much he enjoyed the show with Matt and Justin. And then he said, don't play this in the car with Laura. My voice got all scratchy, and I said I sounded like you after you sucked a 12-inch dick.
God.
He sent me a picture of his cat and said, Franny makes a good wink emoji. And then sent me another close-up of just the cat's face.
Fucked up, man.
And then he said, let's see. And then he said, do you think we did a satisfactory job talking about the show? I said, yeah. He said, damn, that's it? Just satisfactory? That's cold. So cold. You should star as Mr. Freeze in the next Batman. And I said, no, I think you guys did a good job. And he said, but more like Arnold Schwarzenegger, Mr. Freeze. And I said, I guess I wasn't sure just how many pats on the back you needed. And he said, 69. And I was like, hello, well. He said, and cup the little fella. And I said, and then I said, can you do me a favor real quick? And he said, go ahead. I said, Photoshop you, Matt, and Justin's head on a landscape pic of the A-Team. And then he says, like this, and he sends me a picture of my face photoshopped on Mr. Freeze, Arnold Schwarzenegger's body.
You mean like this?
So then Friday, he says, how are you? He comes back. That's nice. And he comes back. You don't day. And then he comes back. Say. And I said, I'm good, buddy. I'm in the gym. What's up? And he said, oh, all sweaty and manly. Enjoy your workout. And I was like, and then like all that fucking fuss. And then I was like, I'm done now. What's the good word? And he said, Jesus loves you. And I was like, man, I hope so. And then he said, that or bird. Hopefully he'll let that slide with the whole false. Hopefully he'll let that whole false idols thing slide. Let's see here. Are you going to NJCC in August? And he said, is Rob Schneider going?
Yeah, Matt's bringing Rob Schneider.
And I said, maybe, I'm not sure if I'm working. And what about TFCon Toronto? Let's see.
Are you going to TFCon Toronto?
No, I'm not. My passport expired.
What?
So he says,
maybe it's pink, like he got into RC's makeup. Who knows?
So he says, no, wait, I don't know. I can't keep track of all this shit because I'm trying to just hit the highlights. It's so much.
No, that's what I said. Maybe I said maybe the Springers the convention exclusives pink. It's painted pink like he got into RC's makeup. I said, who knows? Maybe an early release. Nerds are generally accustomed to that early release because they don't have sex often, so they ejaculate too soon.
Yeah,
like, I get it. I was like, now you do. I had to explain that one to you.
And I said, oh, well. And he said, you wouldn't understand that problem. I forgive you. And I said, I'm not necessarily a long game fella. And he said, why are you at work? I thought you were in Amish country. And I said, I'm not. I'm in Williamsburg. And he said, pretzels and shit, which I don't even get. And then he said,
pretzels, the Amish pretzels in Pennsylvania? No?
Oh, okay. And then he said,
Pretty sure it's a Philly thing, not an Amish thing.
Yeah, it is a Philly thing for sure.
Burn.
Robert, you fucking bigot.
So I said, I'm at the hotel. They have a gym here. And he said, you went in an Amish gym? And I said, you have Amish colonial confusion. And he said, okay, so not Amish, a Puritan gym. And I said, yes, very true. He said, you have to wear a big black pointy hat while working? Must have been a silly looking jog, suspenders. And I said, shoes with those square silver buckles. And then he said, Bobby Ichabod face. And yeah, too, Greg. I said, okay, I'll give it to you. Nice reference. And then he said, Ichabod Crane. And I said, yeah, I know. And he said, from the legend of Sleepy Hollow, I switched to love with Ichabod because that's you working out in Amish gym, lifting logs and cows. Although I doubt Ichabod Crane was as manly. Sorry, couldn't help with the callback corn. You know how it is. Then, yesterday, he says, hey, how are you today? I said, not bad. You? No response. None.
Good.
And I can't get into all that shit.
I don't know that either.
Yeah, I can't get into that either.
Oh,
And then he sent me a picture of Matt's face photoshopped onto Lopan from Big Trouble in Little China. And he said, this is from a few years ago. Thought you'd get a kick out of it. And then he says, this is today, out of the blue. Were you ever an altar boy? Negative. Lucky. I was serving at Mass once. The priest farted. You know when you're at church and you get the giggles? It was so bad the priest stopped the Mass, walked over to me, and kicked me out of church. I walked home crying, thinking I was going to go to hell. And then he says, because he said at church, or he said kick me on church. So then he sends a fucking autocorrect for it. He's like, at church, not on church. And then he sends me another fucking text message, hell, not hill. And that is it for text from Robert this week.
You know how hard it is not to laugh in church and the fucking priest farts in your face?
Yeah.
That's horrible.
Wow.
Hey, it could be worse
That's a lot.
with a priest and an altar boy. Shout outs to
Or better.
I guess we don't have to do shout outs, right? We still got that. I guess we gotta sort that out too. We can still run it, I guess, this week. Let's see, before we bring the music in, is there anything? Oh yeah, please send in the submissions and stuff for future intros so we can get to work.
Yes.
Yeah, man, that picture.
We're giving them 2 weeks? We're giving them 2 weeks? Or
Yeah, I feel like 2 weeks is fine. That fucking Chewbacca wearing the Gorira helmet, dude, is so fucking funny to me.
he's like that.
Do the outro music, Robert.
Start saying that.
Shoutouts to third-party TF crashers at Fear Corps, IamRatchet.com, at Real Robot, and Open Your Toys podcast. The Cool Table Network, ROC Enter the Realm, Toy Detox, Plastic Fanatics, Beer and Bolters, Nerd Rage Radio, and 8 Weeks.
Don't forget Stasis Lock, Lenny.
You can find us at YouTube, iTunes, give us a 5-star review, it'll really help us out, Instagram, Facebook, and email us at shatteredcastonline@gmail.com. This podcast is intended for mature audiences only, and its sole purpose is to entertain. If it doesn't fit with your sensitive sensibilities, feel free to turn it off now.
Shut the fuck up, Chip.